evening, I hope you have some popcorn, a nice place to sit, and you are completely healthy. Let's get into tonight's session after this intro.
I bet you guys did not expect that. After a treacherous battle in the fortress, it collapsed. Intense conversations, arguing in the forest, in the gleaming woodland. The party eventually made their way to Westdenn, where they encountered the Jade Bandits, led by what they know to be Hugo. Some sort of powerful Goliath. After sharing a few stories, a few drinks, they all headed off to bed, gaining the benefits of a full rest. Unless they were like tweaking about being scared or anything like that. I mean, I doubt anyone was, because why would you pass up the chance to get a full rest?
How many hit die do you get back?
Then you're fine.
Trace?
As of right now, it should be 3, I think.
If you have,
What's your
any
proficiency?
I believe it's 3.
hit dice on your short rest, you retain 3 of them because that's proficiency.
I don't even need. Why would you stay awake?
You get exhaustion, dude.
You'll have to make a save to not get exhausted.
I finally sleep.
On short rest or on rest.
Okay. Full rest, 8 hours under protection and comfort. You gain D10 plus proficiency HP and proficiency modifier hit die for every rest. So right now, it is. You guys are at 3 or 4.
3 we should be.
Yeah. 8.
Proficiency of like 3.
As all of you enjoy this night, Roland, you wake up in what seems to be a stable in some hay. You can hear, you're very close to the tavern, maybe next door. You can hear people already out and about as you kind of just come to, covered in hay. There's a horse next to you who's just kind of looking at you.
A horse.
You have 2 coins.
Yeah, 2 cows.
The taste of beef on your non-existent lips.
The taste of grass-eating souls, non-existent mind.
Yeah.
Those are my words.
What's the time of day?
Morning. You just woke up.
Okay.
A little late in the morning. A late start to the day. Which is what the rest of you will have gotten.
I'm guessing I have all my stuff.
Yeah. No. You're fine.
Then I'll just rise and enter the tavern.
All right.
Right.
I was just gonna say that.
I'd say as you walk into the tavern, you see Levi approaching back towards the tavern as well.
You see a few of your fellow party members kind of coming out of various houses, different spots. Did you go and end up going to a house?
I was in the tavern, but I just got up to do my forms
Right.
early in the morning.
Go into the forest, do some forms. Those of you who went to houses, I think you went to the tavern. You stayed in the tavern. You two, I don't remember. Did you guys go?
We went to a house.
We went to a house.
Okay, and then so did Kieran and Ren. They went to different houses as well. You see almost everyone coming either to the tavern, and as you walk in, you see a few people already kind of awake, just like waking up. All of the raiders, some of them already with their armor on and everything. Some of them just chilling, drinking. Hugo is nowhere to be seen at this current moment.
Well, currently I have no idea what the frick is going on or what happened after I went to eat some cows and passed out, so I'm just gonna chill in the tavern.
All right.
I'll just find a seat by the fire.
Say that, I don't know if Estrella is awake, but Andrus would probably be down at one of the...
Nay.
Wow.
Nay.
Welcome, Walt.
Welcome.
What does that mean? 7?
Let's go.
Go to.
Was that English?
He said I told you I'd be here at 7. Oh.
I don't know
For the
where the
record,
tower is, but...
You are walking to the tavern, but yeah, anyways, keep going.
He would be at one of the like round tables, I assume,
Yeah.
kind of one of the more sparse ones. If there's
So intimate.
if there is an empty one, he'd take one, but he's not counting on it necessarily. And he has his like wood kind of slats out on the table, his hourglass on the table, and he's working with a couple different like you can see that he has some like uncarved and engraved pieces of wood that have like scratched out like looks like they're like trash work, and he's trying to like get certain engravings a certain way, and he's
Try to
got
bring your dog back.
yes and no,
Okay.
but no, he's just looks like he's messing with different formulas and trying to figure
You're just
out
messing with your magic.
Estrella would have woke up when you woke up.
Levi's gonna start chatting up some of the Jade Bandits.
Yeah.
Just try to get to know what their shtick is.
Just come to a random table.
Yeah, just like a semi-full table that has an open seat.
Yeah. You go to a table, there's about 4 people at the table already. One of them, he doesn't have any armor on. He's just got like a loose brown. The rest of them have like metal armor. One of them a helmet with horns on it. One of them a helmet that kind of covers his face.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
Yeah. So, bandits. Is that
Yeah.
the first choice, or a long line of mistakes led you to this?
Steaks? That's not what I would call it.
Okay.
It's a good life.
Yeah.
Only bandits to people like you or Ocrians, new Ocrians.
There you go.
I don't care. Back home we're heroes. So,
And your home is the Rag?
yeah, Bastion.
Bastion. There you go. My bad. That's cool. So all of you are from the Bastion, then?
More or less. Some of us, we identify with what the Bastion is. Some of us are Raigan.
But if those of you who aren't Raigan, you know, you get what you want. You get to send all those foreigners away from here. You know, leave O'Lear to the Raigans. What's gonna happen to them?
What's gonna happen to the Raigans?
No, the ones who are sympathizers, but not Raigans.
It's not like Raigans are racist or anything. It's just they don't want people disrespecting the land. As long as we don't do that, it's all good.
There you go. That's what's up.
But I guess not everyone realizes that.
Yeah. Nice helmet, by the way. I'm gesturing to the guy with the horns.
Yeah. Thanks.
Are those real goat horns? Or no?
Way too small to be goat horns. They're
What kind of horns
tiny
are they?
horns. I don't know. I killed someone and took this helmet from him.
Oh, snap. Sick. Well, cool.
I think they might be. Can I take this out off? Painted pieces of wood, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. In fact, I'm quite positive.
Well, you haven't been hit in the head?
Not yet.
So it's good luck.
My shield's taken all the hits. Just pulled up this like kind of battered metal shield.
Yeah, I couldn't. With the shield, it's too heavy for me. Or
Really?
I just don't get to be as flamboyant as I want to, you know.
You ever get knocked down though?
Once or twice, yeah.
Shield can prevent that.
Yeah, also teleportation can get you back on your feet pretty fast.
Shield's easier.
No.
Well, you don't get knocked down in the first place, then you don't need to teleport or use any magic.
Yeah.
Magic's way too common.
That sounds like somebody who can't cast any magic, though.
Relying on magic is something I don't even need to do.
Yeah, no.
So, sounds like you need to rely on other forces to keep you in the fight. You kind of like hits one another.
Yeah? I summoned my glaive out in front of the table. You want to put that to the test?
Yeah, a couple eyes are kind of now looking. One of the other guys, you don't want to do that.
Just come on. What's a little fun? See who knocks the other on their feet first. Off their
I'm not
feet,
really-
say.
Not really into fighting for no reason, you see.
Okay.
I
Let's
need.
put 50 gold on it.
All right, fine. All right. One second, let me collect the 50.
Oh, yeah. No.
Kind of goes around like, come on, I'll win.
I'm just going to start, like, putting on some armor.
All right. Any of you do anything during this?
I kind of like
I'm still asleep.
So no.
No.
Just look at it.
Serena wakes up.
Look at the
cold sweat.
commotion. Are they going outside? Or are they doing like clearing the space in the middle?
You don't know yet.
Okay.
Skill collecting gold.
I'm gonna go over to Levi, kind of put my hand on your shoulder.
Aw,
Good luck, my friend. I'm gonna give him bless.
thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know what you did with your magic little hand there, but it helped.
Do you even
Just
have
encouragement.
50 gold?
Yeah.
Nice.
You don't have 50 gold?
No, I just didn't think you did.
Oh no, I'm actually put all my stuff down. I'm looking at real estate actually. I don't think the Rygans believe in that though, so it's gonna be hard to get along with them on that idea. But you know, Akri and real estate still up for grabs.
At this point, Zerona's gonna. She's gonna be up now. She's gonna walk down the stairs, and she's gonna walk up to Estrella and just be like, "What's going on here?"
Levi decided he wanted to fight.
Can't wait to see this.
Yeah. First to get knocked off their feet.
Well, I know who I'm rooting for.
Alright. As he finishes collecting gold, he's gonna go. Alright. Kinda holds up a bag. Let's go outside.
Alright.
He's gonna like grab an axe as he's walking out.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of guys kind of pile out
Gotcha.
I'll follow suit.
Yeah, me too.
Kind of
and
like
into the street.
sigh, a sigh of relief as the room is emptier, and I now pull out a little bottle of incense, or like a burner, and just light it and just start summoning.
As you guys
I'll go to a
make your
window.
what?
I'll go to a window.
As you guys make your way outside, those of you that are going out there, they kind of make a circle. They're all just kind of like anticipating.
Yeah, that's right. I'll set a little coin purse off to the side.
All right, is it first to get knocked down or what?
Yeah, first one to fall on their ass.
All right.
All right, let's go. I'm gonna take a swing.
All right.
Or close this and try to.
Kind of steps out from the group of guys.
Mm.
All right, roll initiative.
Bad. 3.
Yikes.
You go first.
Oh wait, with the D4.
What?
The D4. 5.
You go first.
Dang.
Not even one.
I rolled in that one too.
Oh.
You have bless though.
I bless. So that's what's up.
That's actually crazy.
I'm just gonna
We're both
as
bad
I'm
at
walking
fighting.
up to him.
They're all just kind of like
Morning.
Yeah.
We're all tired.
I'm warmed up, so I got a
Yeah.
little bit of an edge on him. As I'm walking up to him, it's like, see, the thing about shields, can't really do much when I got the reach advantage, and I'm gonna start doing some sweeping motions
Yeah.
coming forward. And
So you're gonna try to make a trip attack.
no,
or are you just trying to
I'll
attack?
let you know when I hit him.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
You hit him.
So I kind of bring my lead leg forward as kind of like a feint with the butt of my pole arm to
Yeah.
try to take out his legs, you know,
Yeah.
try to get him to jump back a little bit. And planting that lead leg, I'm gonna bring the glaive up almost to a full extension, holding it the end with my knuckles, and bringing it straight down on top of him.
Okay.
Gathering some magical force, I'm going to cast Eldritch Smite
All right.
on this. Right?
We're gonna fry this man.
That's lethal
And
though.
also because you
This won't be lethal. I'm aiming for a shield, but the effect.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hitting him with your glaive, you can't do anything but lethal.
What?
Well, let's hope I don't kill him.
Why?
The blade,
You can hit the flat of the blade, can't you?
maybe, but I mean, you can. It's not gonna
Levi's
necessarily
gonna make
hit.
it lethal.
If I don't know about you guys, or I don't know how you guys would all rule this, but if you are using a specifically sharp weapon,
Okay.
you're not just gonna be able to
just
oh, I'm not doing lethal damage on a normal attack. If you're going to make a non-lethal attack, it's not going to be the exact same. So for example,
Makes sense.
with a glaive, it's not even going to swing the same with the other side of it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
It doesn't even cut the same.
Who's just going for the kill?
Well, let's just pray he's got a low
Dude,
roll.
if you merge it, fire,
Oh my gosh, dog.
We're screwed.
Pretty mid. 10, 7.
It's like
plus
four.
5. It's 23 damage, but with the effect, just like the sun, the sky kind of like dims in the surrounding area as like the light just kind of almost gets pulled to the front of the blade, and it's just released in a great like flash. What would be a flash, but just a returning of light that was borrowed in the strike, and the target suffers the prone condition if it is huge or smaller.
All right. And no saving throw?
No saving throw, it's just
All right.
automatic.
Then as you hit him,
Kill him.
His legendary resistance.
he uses a legendary resistance.
he dies.
You slash down. He seemed like he kind of used the shield like this, and then you just slice down here and he just gets brought down like face first almost to the ground. He's like, and everyone just kind of like is kind of just silent.
Just gonna walk over to the gold.
Jeez.
Thanks.
It's kind of just bleeding. Those of you who can see this, you just see him kind of like feeling his hand, and he kind of like looks around at the other bandits.
Astoria, at that point, at seeing Levi.
Make a perception check. See if you can see inside the circle.
I mean, could I not see the entire world go dim for 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Knowing
Is that what you're gonna
Levi,
react to?
Yeah, knowing that Levi used an attack that was like an actual attack.
Yeah.
She'll run out.
Okay.
And then kind of try and push through.
All right.
And at that point,
So you're gonna run out. What are you doing before that?
Just grabbing the gold.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
You're gonna push through the crowd.
she'll push through the front, and she would have seen that the bandit is like bleeding out.
Yeah.
Basically, so she would go over and tend to him. So I'll kind of like push through because I'd imagine it's a bunch of like giant burly men.
Yeah.
So she's doing the whole like,
Yeah. You're just kind of like.
excuse me, I need to come through.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Luckily, you're small enough. You know you can.
I can slip through. And then I'll just like kind of approach him.
Mhm.
Is he like?
He's like, kind of like. You can see him. He's kind of angry.
So, I can. Do you want me to help you? I can.
Help me.
I can heal you.
No. He's gonna kind of walk over to you. Are you just standing there?
I'm walking over to Cordy and giving him 5 gold. Thanks for the motivation, Dad.
Of course, my friend.
Yeah.
Of course.
Hey.
Hey.
He's gonna kind of walk up to you so that like, he's on one side of you and like a few of the bandits are on the other side of you.
Mm.
Zorana's gonna kind of like sneak around behind, so she's like behind the guys that are behind him.
By the way, there's quite a few bandits. Just saying.
That's fine.
Kind of walks over to you. He kind of like, something's not right here.
Oh, yeah,
Something
you just-
about that wasn't fair. And he's gonna like kind of go to just kind of like push you up against the other bandits.
All right, buddy. If you wanted me to fight fair, you could have specified that.
Obviously, I want a fair fight.
You didn't say.
I wouldn't have bet any gold on it, right, boys? They're kind of like,
Hey, you don't know how I fight. That's the risk you take fighting a stranger.
he's gonna kind of go to like grab your jacket, or not your jacket, your cloak.
Yeah. Just look at his arm. Let go. I'll knock
Why
you on
should
your
I?
ass again.
He's gonna kind of like push you, and the guys behind you are gonna kind of grab your arms.
Okay, how tall are these guys?
All right.
They're very
Definitely
nice.
taller than you.
Okay, can
From
I
6
like?
to like
I-
6, 8.
Is there a way I could?
Yeah.
Sneak
Yeah,
through
you
them
can move
to
through
where
people.
he's
You're a
at.
halfling.
Okay, I'm gonna do that,
Okay.
and I'm gonna kind of like walk up to that guy.
Okay.
Boop, and she's just gonna be like,
So, real quick,
Yeah.
what's happening right now will probably happen before you would like climb through the crowd.
okay. Do you want me to wait a little bit?
Yes.
Okay.
Was there something you were doing right
Yeah.
as they grabbed you?
Right as they grabbed me, I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna like dematerialize my glyph. It's all right, buddy. I think we can just talk this out. I feel like you're just a
Yeah,
little
we
sore
can.
from that, and I'm gonna cast Strong Person on him."
All right. Now you could probably come out from or go to the people.
Well, she's just gonna stand next to Levi to see what happens.
All right. And that's wisdom, right?
Wisdom, yes.
Cast men. Cast group mandate.
What does that look like?
I'd say whichever way the sun's facing right now, are we facing the rising sun? Like, am I facing the rising sun right now?
The sun's not exactly shining on this because it's
Yeah.
early morning.
I'd say for anyone who notices, it's like my lips move with a bit more power. There's almost like an overlay of another voice, just for a split second when I just like calm down, like those two words, and my shadow shifts and under his shadow, and Pazette like moves into his shadow.
Just a question that I always love to ask
Yeah.
when casting as a charm person. I forget. Is there somatic components to it?
Let me double check.
I believe there are.
There are, yeah. So I would just like real quick, just like, hey, bring my hands together.
So they're holding your hands.
Yeah. Well, I guess
So
would I be
are you
able?
gonna, like,
are
go
my
like-
hands like free? Like, can I
I
move
mean,
my
they
fingers? I
kind
guess?
of they grab. Yeah, you can move your fingers. I'm
Okay.
just saying, what does that look like?
I'd say I'm just like clenching my hands and doing like a few, I don't know, like finger signs,
Yeah.
like shadow no jutsu, like, yeah, just real fast.
He seems like he's kind of like confused for a little bit.
Hey, that's all right. Sometimes you win gold, sometimes you lose gold, sometimes you lose a fight, sometimes you win a fight. But today just wasn't your day. Hey, maybe tomorrow you'll have the edge on me, right?
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Does it still have that D4?
Oh wait,
Yeah,
Minute.
probably.
it's been a minute. Yeah.
Their fight lasted like 6 seconds.
So real, actually.
That's like 27.
Alright. I guess so. It's like that healing. Kind of like steps away, the guys kind of let go of you. One of them kind of pushes you out.
All right. You're not the one who just got hit. Stop being so sore about it.
What's the speed of the Bastion she's ever?
He gets 11
Nice.
hit points back.
Thank you.
Definitely not the best.
You just hear, everything all right here? As you look on the porch, kind of standing there, leaning on the wood with this large something in his mouth. Just kind of smoking.
Yeah,
So
everything's
Hugo.
great, man.
Kinda
Thanks for
looks-
the roof and the food.
You wouldn't be, kind of starts to walk down. Trying to make a profit off of my men, would you?
Nah, just a little friendly competition, that's all.
Just kind of looks over his men as they're all kind of just like nervous. Well, think. Are you all not planning on leaving today?
Yeah, probably.
Probably. Well, you heading to Highwall?
I think that was our current destination, yes?
A few of the men kind of start to scatter. Well, I have a way that I think you would all like to get there. It would be much quicker than traveling by foot.
Yeah, Almond would love that.
Almond. Don't recall who that is. Well, find me when you're ready to go. And don't find me too late.
Yeah. Oh, we won't let the day pass. Almond?
Have you all decided on the deal I gave you?
That was really late. Kind of.
Well,
Can I hear his voice, like,
Yeah, probably.
because a loud guy
Yeah. You're also...
inside the tavern?
Are you casting a ritual spell, or are you just...
I'm in the process of casting a ritual spell, but I'm not necessarily going to interrupt it.
Yeah. Perhaps gather your group, or whatever it is. I can restate the deals of
We still
this agreement.
we take this horn and Highwall. You get us some
Yes.
dope stuff, right?
Well,
Some
the horn
dope
and then a
stuff.
few other jobs,
Yeah.
and then we can, you know. You look confused.
Yeah, I was not there for that.
Oh yeah, he went to bed early. He wants us to steal from a museum.
More or less.
Which
A
one?
museum in Highwall.
What's it called?
The museum. I don't.
There's nothing like that there. It's not called that.
I know. I'm asking. Like, are you asking about the museum or the thing we're trying to steal? In the museum.
It's called the Hall of Beginning,
Bingo.
I believe.
The Hall of Beginning.
Does she know what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Hall of Beginning is like a memorial, specifically to Greorin, the Harbinger, the founder of Newark.
Okay.
And the forces that, you know, originally came to Newark.
Oh, I know where that is.
Perfect. You'll be able to help them all.
But what are we doing
Valuable.
there?
Taking the horn?
Taking the horn of what, heroes or something?
No, I believe it was a longer, more complicated name. I wish
Yeah, no.
it had a different name.
Yeah.
It was the horn of
So the horn of the discus.
no, the horn of Dalganthronic, actually. Dalganthronic? Ever heard of him?
No.
No. Well,
Do you have any cool stories?
didn't care to remember him.
Highwall is where the Imperials are, yes?
It's their capital.
Yes,
And you said you can get us there faster?
exactly.
Well then, what are we waiting for?
A conversation.
You should all gather up, get your things.
Yeah. Have you been to Highwall?
Could get sticky here soon.
Me?
Yeah.
Where's the
from
bird?
there.
Oh, really? The morning rock.
I'll be inside. Kind of
Sick.
sleep.
Thanks.
I'll find him. I'm just gonna start walking in through the houses, yelling for Ren.
Alright.
Ren!
Gonna be doing the same thing.
Ren!
Almonds!
You're just inside one of the houses reading
Yeah.
a book.
Are you guys going in any house or just yelling?
No, I'm clearing, like kicking down doors.
Yeah. One point, according to you, just like walking by a house. You're like, what were you saying? Just Ren?
Ren! Come on out!
Coming. Kind of opens the door.
Come on, we're in now.
Okay. Just kind of walks past you. Seems kind of out of it.
Yeah.
Sick almost.
A little snuffy. Got a little mucus.
Sneezes.
Kind of walking with his little bird feet.
Why did that sound derogatory?
It was
Bird foot.
definitely
It
derogatory.
was super derogatory. I hate birds.
Nuts.
Government
Corpses
drone.
wet and get everywhere.
Government drones.
They poop everywhere.
That's guinea pigs.
I saw some guinea pigs the other day.
Okay, what's going on?
Okay, we get it.
We don't want to know about your gig.
Random fact.
How much time is passing?
However long you guys take. It's
Did
up to you.
Just trying to find
Kieran
one.
come out with the group? Okay, I'm gonna start yelling for Kieran next.
Alright. Literally, as soon as you do that, obviously you hear it. It's the house next to you.
I'm just reading my book.
You don't respond.
No.
Okay.
I'm enjoying peace and quiet.
Kieran!
Are we
I'm
all?
gonna start banging on
We're
doors.
all there.
I'll go in the
Just
tavern and
I'm
start,
out the window.
and start yapping it up with what's his buns.
Alright, you walk into the tavern.
Karen, is your door locked?
Hugo's just kind of sitting at that head table. He's looking at like some papers.
Tell me, as I approach him, I do not mean to interrupt. The Imperials. Do you not appreciate them?
As I said last night, they're out of place in O'Leary. Why?
Do
Are
they
you-
not bring peace and security?
There's no need for peace and security where there was already peace and security. They are the opposite of peace and security. Imagine you are a humble farmer. There's an occasional wolf creeps on the edge of your field. But if a woodcutter, let's say, moves in the trees nearby, he may start to encroach in on your land. But that may seem like safety in numbers. But if you value your land more than the occasional attack from a wolf, it's much worse. I guess it is a matter of perspective, but I believe they have no right to be in O'Leary. No purpose other than, I'm guessing, to try and obtain Mystium, to progress their advancements, like always. The Empire always reaching out of its grasp. They often end up killing their own. Pointless battles. The last war fought in the mainland. I've read about it. It was gruesome. They sent many to die. If it were up to me, I would avoid the whole thing. But it's too late for that now. A war has to happen.
Or just turn and walk away.
Boredom.
Andrews noticed that.
Write that down. Write that
Oh man.
Yeah, so,
I'll just go sit next to Andrews as he's like coding, basically.
so if we're back over to Kieran, he said his door's not locked.
There's like 100
You also
houses.
don't know which door is his.
So-
There's like 50 houses.
There is one because when Cordy knocked on my door, a firebolt went through the window.
Oh.
Oh, great.
So, Zorena's just gonna walk in.
Okay.
And
He's just sitting there reading.
okay. She's just gonna look at him and be like, "Rise and shine, Sleeping Beauty. It's time to go." I know. Let's go. She's just gonna be like, "What do you mean no?"
Oh, really?
Okay, and we have to go.
Those words and books. They're just paper.
What is wrong with you?
This is his first time reading a book.
We picked up.
Yeah. We noticed.
It's funny as you put this in.
It's passing a wording.
That's fun.
Do you want to bring the book with you? You can read on the road.
Don't read and ride. It's
We're go-
dangerous.
We're going to Highwall.
Why?
We're stealing something from the museum there.
Since when?
I just found out a few minutes ago. So,
He's just gonna like sign, get up.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna talk about this.
Those of you in the tavern, you see Almon kind of come down from the stairs. He's like, well, are we ready to go?
Yes.
No, what are you talking about? We haven't even had a conversation about what is happening as I'm
Highwall?
like,
It's been our plan the whole time. This was only a pit stop.
well, I know that, but there is more information
come
that's
sit
come
down.
to the top of the surface. I don't know where the rest are. I'm trying to finish this up.
Eli opens the tavern door. Any of you seen Almond?
Right here.
Where'd you run off to? You have me worried,
Sleep in the tavern.
sick.
I was asleep upstairs.
Where? How you drop it twice?
Tell me next time. Gosh,
What's wrong with him?
what's wrong with me? Your behavior's been unacceptable.
He's been running around town calling your name for like 15 minutes.
Like an idiot, dude.
Did you ever check the room where he went to sleep?
I don't pay attention to that stuff.
I forgot you're a drunk. You can't hold liquor.
I don't.
Almon, are you of Imperial origins?
Origins. What am I, a box?
Is that a joke?
I love how we're all like,
Watch for a soul.
are you?
Sorry. Yes.
Does that get more laughs than Highwall?
No, it's just origins is a weird word.
Have you not noticed that Roland is a weird
I would-
thing?
Say something more like lineage or maybe something else.
Are we again ignoring that Roland is strange, regardless?
But he, okay, yes.
Yeah, he doesn't use any of my slang. It's really weird.
He has an old vocabulary.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Are you from Imperial origins?
The Imperial Make.
Make and model.
Very of me.
The new offering.
Forged.
Are you?
Yes.
Well,
I'm
I
afraid
know.
it was a different Imperial then than it is now.
Well.
But we will see.
That makes one common thread between us that I'm surprised.
Wait,
to
you
find
can
out.
remember all the way what it's like to live back then?
Bits and pieces.
What do you remember?
Yeah. What was your favorite food?
Apples.
It's disappointing.
Makes sense why you went for the horses.
Natural enemies.
I remember the capital.
Capital of the Empire.
Yes. It gleamed in beauty and busyness. Thousands of people every day going about their business.
To be clear, not the capital of New Ocarina, but of the Ocarina Empire?
Correct.
Never been.
It was very far from here. The journey was very hard.
I believe so. I heard that nearly 20 ships were sunk.
I do not remember the exact amount. Many of my men died.
I believe that.
We all died though, so.
Are you all ready to discuss this deal?
Yeah.
Do we know
I'm
where?
Missing a few people.
Yeah. Do we know where the rest of the people are?
Are you seeing that?
Well, you and I are walking.
I know.
Would they
To
be
the
in the
tavern.
tavern by now?
We're probably
I'm
just
just
walking.
walking,
Yeah,
in.
we got some walk-in.
Ren somewhere.
Like
With
reading
them.
it as I'm
Yeah.
walking.
Yeah. Ren's sitting like by the entrance of the tavern, just like kind of sleep.
Poor kid.
Oh, he did have his
Or
first
teething.
like
What?
teething.
I think he says teething. Like, teething who, bro?
I don't think birds tease.
Teething?
He's like 7
You
days
got
old.
teeth, dog.
7-year-olds are not.
Said 7 days.
7 days.
7-day-olds also don't tease.
Like
Right, but
7
he also is walking and talking, and 7-year-olds, 7 days old don't walk and talk.
True that.
They also don't
He's making
argue.
some real points.
They don't
right
also
now.
don't argue with like 450-year-old generals about strategy.
What are you salty?
Yes.
Hugo kind of walks down to where the table is where you were sat at, and people have kind of gathered around. Oh. I'm not one for signing any papers or anything, but
I can't write, so that makes
Perfect.
both of us.
perfect. I have this coin.
Can I have it?
Just flicks a gold coin onto the table. Sign of a deal. Don't take it until you follow. You'll know it's my coin because there's blood on it. And I know exactly. He picks it up where the blood is. It's a way to make deals
Yeah.
among bandits.
Right. So, you want us to steal this horn of Galvin Thronic?
Your street check?
Mm-hmm. Is your check?
Yeah.
The horn of Galvin Thronic.
How do you spell it, by the way, John?
Bro.
Bro.
You're messed up for that.
Galvin.
Dalganthronic. Dalgan.
Gavin.
DALGONTHRONEK.
Oh, I was so close to the
Can
last
you do that
two.
one more time? DALG.
O-N
Dalgan.
Wait, D-A-O-G.
D-A-L-G.
Dalgon.
Dalgon.
Dalgon Thronek. It's spelled like it sounds.
Sorry, the first time I heard Galdar Thrawn.
Is it C-K or just K? Or just C?
Just K.
Thrawn?
Thrawn.
Galdar Thronging?
No.
No,
Please
what?
don't.
All right, anyways.
If you say it wrong too
17.
many times, I'm gonna.
I'm gonna hit you.
Nothing. Yeah, you don't know about this horn.
Galdar.
Do I know anything in specific about it?
You can make a history check.
I would love to.
Do I know anything?
17.
You know that people have tried to steal it 3 times. By people, I obviously mean people.
Okay. Do I like? Are those like rumors of things I've
No,
heard?
you know
of?
for sure that people have tried to steal it
Okay.
3 times.
Okay. Well, I heard that.
I don't think you did.
I don't think you're understanding.
I feel like even I understand what that means.
I'm not understanding.
I don't
Me?
think
Not you, your people.
The
I
people
don't
you're
think-
affiliated with.
you're picking up what he's putting down.
Oh.
People.
Okay.
You're
okay.
kind.
Your
You're
squad
kind,
has
yes.
tried to steal it 3
bro, I was
times.
trying to keep it on the DL.
Now, Corey-
I had to dox you because you weren't picking up what he was
Courtney
putting
would
down.
think that's
I was like people. Okay, humans.
Okay.
Perfect.
Anderson's intelligence is high. He picks up on that.
Rachel, I love you. You're
Alright.
so.
Anyway, back to the conversation. So all of you guys are now in the tavern. He's put this coin on the table, kind of offered this. The deal is up in the air still. The details aren't hammered into a exact concrete formation,
Yeah.
but basically, you do this, come back to me, or I message you. You do a few more things for me until I see fit, and then your rewards will be abundant.
Okay.
What's the importance of the horn to you?
Pleasure.
He
It wouldn't.
he had mentioned when we were talking about this last night that he'd like to blow on it because it has some sentimental value to some Rygans, like to call upon allies in battle or something,
Exactly, yeah.
right?
It was once a trophy among the Rygan people.
See, I listen.
I might have you do a few more jobs in Highwall. We'll see.
Within the same museum or like
No.
knickknacks?
We'll see. It depends. I mean,
Well, if anything else is in the museum, you should let us know because I
I will.
imagine we want to
Not-
do that.
I'm not,
Of course, of course.
not,
I'm just
not unfamiliar with strategy.
no. I'm not, I don't
Alright.
assume you are.
I think our path is set.
It is. Now, if you would all follow me. Wait, first, do you accept?
Well, before
yes.
we
I'll
accept,
grab the coin.
He
Perfect.
does not.
He does not speak for the entire
Well, he
party.
grabbed the coin. So
Well,
he
he
accepts.
can
He
see this
accepts.
himself.
Do we each get a coin?
No.
Well, that's not.
Your party.
I'm gonna pass the coin to Dean.
When I accept, I don't know about these guys.
I think it would have been smart to
Perfect.
have at least discussed what the reward was.
I would.
You mentioned a scroll. You mentioned something.
cool armor.
Cool armor.
Yeah.
You were awake. You did not mention anything. Did you?
Or like a cape. No, it's fine. The armor's fine.
I am not of much use, so I should not.
Don't say that.
Don't put yourself down like that.
You know, just as much as remember this party as the absent bodily one.
Well, I wouldn't.
No, she
go
is
so
correct.
far
She is
as-
not of much use.
Maybe I am.
She's much more useful than you have
I
been
don't.
so far.
I don't agree with his sentiments.
He's
so maybe
chiseling
I
right
am.
now on the table.
Anyways,
Yeah.
basically, I have access to rewards for you all that you would all appreciate, I know. But mystery is fun.
It is.
My one question for you, Hugo. I hate having indefinite debt and indefinite favors.
No debt.
Not debts, that was the incorrect word, but indefinite favor. You say as you see fit with how many jobs you need us to do.
Well,
One might say that that could mean 2 or 3 jobs or 10 jobs, depending on your perspective.
the reward will not be granted until the end, so you will have no favor that you will owe me at any point. Once you get the rewards, we will all be even, unless you.
But what I'm saying is how do we understand how much work we have to give you until we are paid for our time and troubles?
Like all the work you can think of in Highwall. Take about a week, 2 weeks in your
Well, I
minds.
have a serious doubt that everything he needs us to do is in Highwall.
Here's the thing. Think of the value of what you all asked for.
What can you give a dead man?
Many things. What you would like, I assume, would be information,
Or souls.
answers.
Or souls.
You probably want to know why you're so lost.
I accepted your thanks.
Maybe I can give you answers to that. All of you seem very lost. That's why I'm making a deal with you. If you all die, not much pain will be brought to the world. No offense.
Okay. Well, that's again a little.
He's got the point.
You don't even remember your home. The bird, I don't know what's wrong with him. You're dead. The rest of you are messing with the Tathu clan, so you'll be dead eventually.
I mean, right. As I'm kind of like leaning into the conversation a bit more, can I roll a history check on the owner of the horn, who is
Sure.
a Rygian? Uh, 27 with a nat 20.
Damn.
Well, you didn't spend much time in
I know what you're saying.
so yeah. I would say that nothing comes to you.
Got it.
Like 27 is when you roll, check. The higher you get, the better the outcome is. But the outcome can only be
As
in a
possible as your
certain
character.
realm of realism. So
It was a curiosity
Yeah.
more than a.
He's like,
Yeah,
here's
no.
my whole notebook.
yeah, it's like if you try to jump over a 50-foot gap, just because you roll a natural 20 to a total of
Natu-
45.
Natural 20, the way I like to look at it, is best possible result.
Yeah,
Possible
You were
result.
100% sure you don't know what he's talking about.
exactly.
Or you don't remember.
There's no
Yeah,
confusion.
you don't. Nothing comes to mind.
That's fine.
Clearly
Well, as like that kind of like, I can think about that for a second, shake my head, just finally like this chisel, like hit this final thing. There's
Yeah.
a flash, and this blue like wiggling just air just kind of, and then there's a peregrine falcon there, and it kind of up onto my shoulder.
That's sick.
He's been chiseling this whole time.
Yeah, that's what he's been doing the game.
Chiseling into like this wooden tablet that is in front of my hourglass.
All right. Well, you all ready to depart? Have I answered your question about the whole favor?
Not particularly. I would just like to know an amount of a job. Like, are we doing 3 tasks for you and you get to delegate what those tasks are?
Yeah, a number would
Fine.
reassure
Fine.
me.
3 tasks.
3 tasks after the horn or including the horn.
Including the horn.
All right.
I worry about, is this place very well, is it secure? Would,
Well, yeah,
Um,
but who doesn't like a little fun?
It's your job. I don't know.
right, but if we have business in Highwall,
Right.
and
Insight check.
we,
Does he not know of the
Make an
like
insight check.
difficulty or danger of the job?
if we have business in Highwall and we end up
Oh, right on my phone.
getting
24.
caught or one of us is seen, we no longer have business and now we cannot ever return to Highwall.
We'll just do the
Yes.
exit trip.
That is why I'm having you all do it, because I believe that you all can do it, and I would rather not go into Highwall.
Well,
And if you don't want to do it, you don't have to.
I've accepted your offer. Those that want to come can come.
I like the
Me,
idea
the
of armor.
dwarf,
It's cool.
the tall man, Alman. We are ready to depart.
I think that the offer stands, but I think that we should have a conversation about our statuses as individuals in this group.
I agree. Very unorganized. You should find a true leader. If you look at the way that these men look at me,
They all look up to you
exactly.
because you're so tall.
Fear, by the way.
So we need to find a short group of people and adopt them as our followers.
I don't know if you're being humorous or not, but if that is truly what you gathered, you are very unintelligent.
It's just an idea.
Now, how do you plan to get us to Highwall?
Follow me.
Ooh, I do think we need to talk as a group of people
Can you
before.
give us
Hugo,
like
could you give us an
10
hour?
minutes?
No.
10 minutes.
Could you also just stop taking his word for like finality?
I agree.
Because we kind of stopped listening to his word as like finality
This isn't
a
I
long
can
time
complete
ago.
the job on my own.
Okay, give us an hour.
An hour.
Well, you did
30
also
minutes.
say that as long as we come to you before the end of the day, and it's been 25 minutes since I got out of bed.
The troops could be here any minute.
10 minutes.
30 minutes.
10
How about we all walk to the other side of town, and I walk 30 paces in front of you. That way, we do both at once.
50.
40.
Can we get the?
Let's meet in the middle. 45. I like this.
How about you message me next time?
You get
How
inside.
about
with
we
45.
do my answer?
go.
You always highball.
Kinda just goes
first
towards the
and
door.
then you work your way down.
Last chance. Kind of opens the door and
Fine.
leaves.
I'm
Fine.
fine.
We're walking with him. Roland, you should stop acting like you're a general.
Hmm.
I want you as a companion. You've obviously shown that you have value, but you seem to think that your life is the only one that matters here, even though you're the only one without one.
I plan to get to Highwall to get answers. I do not need any of you with me.
Right.
Then
but
go
you-
without us.
But you are also taking us with you, and you are also tearing down elements of the individuality of this party. If you would like to leave us, you may when we reach Highwall, since we are all heading that way anyway. But when he is addressing a group of individuals, stop making decisions for them as if you are an elected leader.
I'll get to Highwall one way or another.
Sounds good. You can go without us.
Well, we're going with him, but I'm not sure if he cares for the actual value of companionship.
No, he does.
No, listen, Roland, you have to stop treating us like soldiers. Because we come from very different backgrounds. And I know for a fact, I for one am not a soldier, so
The problem isn't with Roland seeing us as soldiers, it's Roland seeing himself as a general. He is no longer a general. He's a dead thing.
The only person here who has any sort of life and longevity is the man with the 2 scimitars. Other than that, we will all fade away.
So will you.
In fact, actually, I
Crazy.
would make an argument that Roland, you're the only one here who has faded away. And you are just an ember and an echo of what you once were.
But I'm still here.
Mm.
Yeah.
It is a matter of
age doesn't
perspective.
matter.
What?
Stop!
That was on one. That was on one. That was
Oh.
that was IRL.
He's catching up.
The point being,
He's by the way, he's pushing Arnold.
yeah. The point being, Roland,
And he's like,
we have extended to you in a metaphorical sense an olive branch of companionship, and all you've ever done is rip leaves off of it. So maybe if you want to embrace your humanity again at any point and, stop acting like you can solve your problems by yourself. Maybe try to water the olive branch once in a while.
yeah, and you killed my horse, and I really miss him.
Right.
Your life is dead, Roland. You truly believe in longevity. Forget about it.
Plus, Kieran's not the only one with a long life.
We'll see.
Yeah. Apparently, I'm gonna see hundreds of years. So,
Okay, we.
At this rate, you will not live to see 100 years. I have seen you fight in combat.
Okay.
Roland, I'm not meant to fight.
Well, also at this rate, you failed your combat and you died. So
Clearly I did not, for I stand in front of you. You do not know if I am dead or living.
You're
In
not
fact, you
living.
know very little of me.
Actually, we do know you're dead because, Dwarf here said that you are undead. So, you are dead.
Possibly.
And Dean
not.
wouldn't lie.
Most
What does
definitely.
that make me?
Never lie. Half undead.
what is
I'm not.
Regardless
Does that make me?
of how many victories or defeats we will all suffer, Roland's presence in combat is appreciated, right?
Of course,
Yeah.
it is. But he seems to also see himself as the only reason combat is successful, when oftentimes he is sometimes a stumbling block in it.
You know, Roland, what you're forgetting is that maybe I'm not the greatest in combat, but the only reason that half of these people are still standing is because I'm here.
And they could have been replaced a long time ago.
Okay, everyone heard that, right?
I don't
Everyone
like that.
heard that he's willing to replace any of you.
That makes me
Yes.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Great. That's not someone I want to travel with.
That's not someone I
Me
want
either.
to lead.
I've also saved someone's life in this party.
Okay,
Wow.
one versus
Thanks again. For that.
everyone.
I saved them from the brink of death. She only saved them from their wounds.
Listen.
No, I've saved multiple people from the brink of death, actually.
Okay,
You
as
know
much
nothing
as
of
I
death,
love
child.
arguing, we don't have a lot of time.
I agree with Serena. We need to be talking about what our plan is and if we agree, because we're almost at the river, and I believe that is where he's leading
We
us.
need to
I
elect a
agree.
leader, and it's not you.
Well, we're
Whoa,
not
whoa, whoa.
electing a leader right
Move,
now.
move,
That
move.
is a long conversation that will
Yeah.
not be had in a.
Well, if we're about to go into something, we need to at least elect somebody
I
for
believe
the
we're
time
just
being.
going to go on a boat.
Yeah, we'll have time.
Okay.
I don't think we need a
Fine.
leader for
I
the
think the
boat.
DM's trying to say something.
No, I'm all on.
I'm
The DM.
not a fan of burning lots of bridges in Highwall, but if everyone else is on board with it, I will.
Well, it seems like if we're stealthy and we stay out of the way, we won't have to burn any bridges.
Yes, but things can happen.
I like glance at these
Oh.
two wearing heavy armor. Wait, these three wearing heavy armor?
Well, obviously, there's going to be some, talk about the heist itself.
We're not like arriving and immediately in the thick of it.
Yeah, we're going to do some scoping out.
There's a lot to see. I mean, it's a big
Yeah.
city, right?
Right? It's a huge city, I
I
think.
can't wait. What if there's more people
really-
like me?
Is it a big city?
I mean, yeah,
Nailing it.
it's pretty big.
Okay.
And plus, I know
Talking like a true.
I know people there.
Whoa.
You do.
Not
And they still
saying
want to
that
talk
it's
to
a
you?
good thing. I know people there. And that was rude.
It was. But I know you can take it, so that's what I'm saying.
You guys kind of
It's like-
realize you're at this pretty much dock. There's a few boats, everything. Hugo's just kind of standing there at the dock's edge. All right, well, have you made up your mind?
I have.
No.
Okay, well, I don't think the whole...
No.
I'm gonna
We
drop
we are going to take your.
We'll do it.
We'll do the job.
Is there a
Of
bus?
course, you already took the coin. I mean,
Yeah.
There's no real choice. And what was that?
Oh, this is Nathan. Jack. Is there a boat? Ready?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna. Kieran's just gonna walk onto it.
Perfect. 2 boats
Yeah,
here.
I'll also walk on it.
I would
One of the boats.
Do we have room for our horses?
probably put 5 people... What?
Do we have room for our horses on these boats, or?
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
I would
Which we
put...
brought with us.
Yeah,
Yes, we-
all the horses are with you guys.
Yes.
You're welcome. No one said it. I knew you guys wanted it.
Yeah.
I just did the whistle for Creed.
Yeah.
What is Assassin's Creed?
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed?
If you know, I've never
You're an
said I tethered
assassin?
it down.
What?
I never say I tethered it down.
It's
You
true.
never do.
Assassin's
He doesn't
Creed.
come, he's eaten. No, just kidding.
That's a risk.
2 boats here, so you should be able to put maybe 5 of you and a few horses on the boats. They're fairly large. And this Gleaming River leads all the way into Highwall. So you shouldn't be able to get lost. Stop along the way. I mean,
Try me.
I would be very impressed if you managed to not end up in Highwall. I'll say that. There is one spot I would advise stopping at least twice to rest, because if you fall asleep on the river, you could die.
Will you
You
be
gotta-
sending a guide with us?
No.
Well, this is a bit well.
Would you
There'll
like
be
me to?
plenty of fish
No,
you can
we
find?
can make it south.
I hope to hear from you all soon. This job, I'll prepare a few things as rewards. I'm excited. I like allies I've made.
Is the ship powered by
Good to
Forest
meet you,
now?
Roland.
I think
Is
you're
it
alright,
Forest
Hugo.
powered?
Or,
I'm gonna get on the boat.
I think you're alright, Hugo.
thank you. You asked me about nicknames. If you want to reference who I am,
Hmm.
they call me Hugo the Jaded.
Because of the J.
Yes.
That's clever, man. That's sick.
Well, that's what I'm called.
Well, whoever thought of that.
But when you do see me, just call me Hugo.
Okay.
No need for
But when I'm in Highwall, I'm just like, yo, Hugo the Jaded.
Exactly.
That big
Or
guy.
if you really need to scare someone, again,
Uh-huh.
the stone death. Anyways. You all travel safely?
Thanks, man.
Yeah. I'll kind of hang back real quick.
Yeah.
Just as the group is heading out
Getting
to
their
the
stuff
boat,
on the boat.
getting their stuff back in a way. It has been very pleasurable to enjoy your hospitality. As I kind of like, stretch my arm out. I'm sorry for the dysfunction that is present.
Entertainment.
On a semi-serious note, not that I have any intention in this moment, but speaking rationally, there is a good reason we will return separate from Roland. A good chance. And that being said, he carries the coin. Should
Should
I?
He gave it to Dean.
I can still say the same thing. I'm having this as a private conversation, kind of. Is it possible for me to make a token with you? In case there is a difficulty in conversation.
He kind of puts his shoulder down at your level, as he's
Mhm.
much taller than you.
Yeah.
Andrus, the coin was more of a performance, you would say. I will remember your face. If it comes to it and I have to get a hold of you, I will contact you. Does that make you feel better?
Anyone that you choose to contact is fine, but if it is me, I will not complain.
Well,
thank you again. And
of course.
about what we talked about regarding that scroll, I know it can take some time to procure such items. He kind of like passes him a piece of paper, just like with a small little list on it. Anything on this list would be phenomenal.
I will see what I can do.
I was
Andrus.
asking Santa Claus for a gift.
I wish you luck in your arcane adventures. It can be very fun.
I'm understanding that there's a separation right now between what I'm able to do and what my capabilities have been, and I'm trying to understand that. It feels as if there is a barrier in between what I can truly do and what I currently do.
Well,
Thank you for your support.
you just see a kind of like a little glint in his eyes. He looks at you.
Mm.
It probably does not help that your mind is very clouded. Perhaps answers will reveal what you are able to do.
In time. As he kind of like turns. Thank you again, the Jaded.
Thank you.
Kieran, save a spot for me. I'm gonna sit down next to
Alright.
Kieran on the
What boats are you guys gonna be on? If you guys have minis, I'll put them on different boats.
My mini's over there.
Right.
2 boats.
My mini's right there in the center.
Okay,
I'm right there with Kieran.
this is me.
I got on whichever
Lane,
boat was
I would
in
invite
front.
Dean onto the boat with a straight hand.
So like
He
this.
would come.
Of course.
The emo's on one boat. and-
Wait,
I look
wait,
at my-
wait.
I look at the
Who
bottom
am I
line.
with? Who am I with?
Right now, you are with Roland,
No, I'm
Levi,
not.
and
I'm over
Kieran.
there.
No,
Please.
Hey, Ren.
I'm over there.
Table.
No.
Ren will
I
Zen
don't
is
wanna be with
absolutely
them.
not gonna be on our boat.
I
Go
don't-
off.
Yeah,
Don't
Ren
over the
doesn't
edge.
want to be on your boat.
Ren
It's
would
fine.
Be
It's
So you guys are
3
gonna
and
put more
5.
horses on this boat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ren would be fuming. He'd
Oh,
be like,
and actually, Almon will go on this boat with
And
Arnold.
Arnold.
Great.
Ren is
God.
giving a little chihuahua.
There's just 1,000
that
yard
shakes
stairs.
the
He just grabs his
about
doors
it.
like.
The boats are not that big. They're
Angry
kind of
chihuahua.
cramped with the horses and everything. But like, there's like your
Out of these
luggage.
2 boats, one of them is gonna be going way faster than the other.
We'll see.
Not really. My strength's only 15.
Depends on which boat's in front. Can't
No,
go any
my strength's
faster
14.
than the boat in front.
How wide is this river?
It's very wide.
Ah, never mind.
It's not like a
Wait.
It's like a
stream.
creek, but yeah.
I'm
What?
gonna grab one of the rows. Can I form a bond with the row?
With the oar? With the oar? That's actually a fire question.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
If it's can
is that?
improvised weapons be counted as a packed weapon? Is the real question.
Because it just.
You could
How would that-
categorize it as a
How would that help
quarterstaff,
you?
theoretically.
Well, I have a really low physical strength, but I'd be able to wield it a lot easier
If you use your
I'll say you
charisma
can.
stat.
I love that so much. That's cool.
Push the enchant on the oars.
The oar just kind of becomes this like there's gears. So when he goes like this, it's like he's
Nice.
cracking
Dude,
something.
I know how
Like,
it goes.
I love that. It's like a wind-up boat. Yeah, it's a paddle boat.
yeah, he's like,
It's like a wind-up boat.
yeah, he's on the back of the boat. He just made it like
Freaking steam.
So cool.
he just takes one of the oars and it just kind of
He's
like
got steam going out of his ears.
molds into something else.
He opens
Just
his
a
mouth.
single
There's like
crank
a
in the
horn.
center.
The other side, who's rowing?
I see Dean do that. Sit on one side, focus a
Oh my
little
gosh,
bit.
they're
My
gonna race
shadow
again.
moves
Gosh
to the
dang
other
it.
side and grabs it. I'm gonna in the same, just with a bit of flavor, but in the same essence, bond with the oars.
They're gonna race again.
These guys love racing. All right.
I would also say
you just started
that my
screaming.
falcon is like perched on the back of their boat, just
Okay.
kind of.
Do I have a spell that can help us?
Maybe on one of the horses, so you can
Look at
see.
your spells list.
Because their boat's up in front.
I'm gonna cast boat speed.
I wanted to cast boat speed. She can tonight,
But
but
speed is crazy.
What?
if she rushes, she can cast boat speed tonight.
Roland, Kieran, you guys are taking the next couple hours after I do the first two.
Okay.
Is it 2 people rowing at a time? Is that how it works, or is it all 4 people?
I
Can
mean,
row?
because they are like bonding with oars, I'm gonna let them row. But when they're not doing it,
I mean, like, is there only 2 oars?
yes.
Okay, got it.
There's only 2 rows to oar at.
How fast is this river flowing? Like, is it pretty like fast paced, and we're just using the oars to guide, or like more momentum based?
The river doesn't look like it's moving fast.
At least at
it's
this
pretty
spot.
big.
Yeah.
But it is moving pretty
Okay.
fast.
How many,
It's
like-
about the width of what?
How many like washers per minute would you say?
Probably like. It's probably like. If the Columbia is 100. The Columbia is 100. I believe it's.
It's like 100 inner tubes
100
wide.
what?
No. You know how the Columbia, where it meets the Pacific Ocean?
Mhm.
I believe it's 100.
Yards.
Like, no, it's like 100 cars of water.
Mhm. Why?
Like a
Use
second or
anything but the
something.
metric system.
No, so it's more like this is more like 30.
30 cars wide.
No, not wide. 30 cars of water.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
No, let's say this is more of like a Willamette type of situation.
Okay.
For those of you who want to know, go look up the Willamette.
But don't swim in it.
You will grow a third arm.
Do not swim.
Is that what happened to me?
You will
Yeah.
grow a third leg.
I've swam in it before, and I came back like my face was all like sticky and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
red.
A fish
That's your
talked to
allergic
me.
reaction, bro.
Was allergic to work.
He is allergic to work. That's canon.
That's why I never am allergic to D&D because it's so fun.
Isn't this is a job, guys? Not yet, at least.
Except Eric.
If you see me getting highs on my face, it's because the party's like really
Stressing
pissing
him
me
out.
Yeah, I'm disabled. Anyways, as you guys begin to set out in the middle of the day, whoever's kind of keeping a watch over the water, make a perception check.
Can it be like multiple?
I'm not doing it. I'm reading.
2 people can
Oh,
try.
okay.
Ren. Oh yeah.
For our boat.
Yeah, 1 in each boat. How about that?
So I'm reading, bro. You guys got this.
I'm rowing.
You're reading.
Roland, you got this.
No, I don't. 14.
Nice.
I'm pulling up the stats.
Karma.
What would have I
This
rolled?
water looks wet.
This one.
I'm
No,
rolling
that's
26.
pretty good perception. Not gonna lie.
Nice,
You
babe.
cooked. 22, not 20.
Nice.
Damn.
So you guys are keeping an eye out.
Second 20.
All right.
Like that.
We're gonna get combat. He's gonna roll that ones.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Well, you guys begin to row down this river. In the middle of the day,
Who's pulling ahead?
on.
Bruh.
Are we trying to race?
No.
No, but Levi is.
All right, then Levi's pulling ahead. On the. You guys are so silly. On the west bank of the river, which is, by the way, the Gleaming River. For those of you who didn't pick it up. On the west bank, there is towering rocks, cliffs. Not like jagged cliffs, more like rounded cliffs that kind of gradually go up to the forest above. On the east bank, it gradually goes from reeds in the water to a level beach that has an almost immediate just trees stretching out on more flat ground. So on one side it is way higher than the other.
Is the Gleaming River something in the Grey Realm?
Yes.
The Gleaming?
Gleaming River.
Yeah.
One thing.
Gleaming.
The Gleaming River. No, Gleaming River.
Straight up gleamings.
What was Sigma? One thing that you would know, the Gleaming River is famous for a certain type of fish called chala
Gleaming.
that are very common in Highwall cuisine. That needs to be a banner in the middle of the section.
ODM gear.
Yeah, ODM gear is used. I'm never gonna stop referencing that, bro.
Fish.
Anyways,
Can
what?
wait? What time of the day is it?
You would also know Roland
Middle of the day.
loves fish.
No, he doesn't love.
Can I
That
He likes
knowledge
apples.
has not been enough fish.
can I try to? Do we see them in the river? Like,
You just know this.
okay. We
Just
don't
some-
see any.
Just something that you think about as you're going along. You don't see any.
Okay, she's just gonna be like licking her lips a little bit.
Ew.
She's thinking about it. She's
Just think about the
fish.
fish.
Yeah.
She's got a chunk of her hair.
Okay, well, I just said she was licking her lips. I didn't say she was eating her hair.
It's disgusting. All right, well, you guys travel
Not for her.
pretty peacefully
Kind of
on.
like a savage.
As we're traveling,
Okay.
I would kind of like sit on the. If we're already sitting there, then fine. But like, kind of like facing Dean as he's like,
Yeah.
you know, with the cranked out oaring. Coradine, I am curious about your thoughts on the conversation that was had before we departed.
About what's in particular?
Okay.
Roland or the thieving?
The concept of the condition of our poop. Poop? The condition of...
Flip that!
Do you
think it's
I've noticed a few of the piles are green and bloody.
And it's once every hour. Like,
Something is wrong.
and I don't even eat that much.
Nobody laughed yet until you like said it because we were like, I was like,
He's like, the bird. Its poop is white.
condition.
That's crazy.
Unlocked it, bro.
Conversation we had
I know you want to say
One
party
word.
and group, and you just put it together.
Yeah, exactly. One word. Exactly.
Classic.
The condition of our group.
Do I need a colonoscopy? Tell me, Colton. I need to.
We should just turn this part into like 2 times speed. So it's just like,
The condition of our group of individuals, and yes, also the presence of one who is a bit of an individual set apart from it.
I wonder who might be the baffling.
Sounds the guy from the other boat that can't hear us.
Yeah.
the other boat is just, they're all laughing about some nonsense.
Yeah, I'm talking with Arnold.
Yeah.
Like making jokes.
I'm
It's like,
Well,
and you see he's not tied up. He's like,
To put it bluntly with you, Dean, I am not one to judge too many people, and I have, believably from my perspective, done what I can to be accepting and understanding to a degree of the choices and actions of our armored companion, but there's a point where I can't ignore what those actions are and what the sentiment is either.
It's a very difficult conversation. It's a very difficult thing to. Very difficult decision to make. Because on one hand, he has saved us, but he has also made it clear verbally he cares not for anybody here, for anyone in the party.
thought particularly if it were a traveling companion of just me and him in a situation, if he had had that sentiment, I would have either left him a while ago or our blades would have crossed. And that is the simplicity of it. But I am not used to this more complex social dynamic of multiple factors and people and perspectives. And so, as someone who is usually a bit more reserved, I'm curious what your thought processes on the matter and how you are leaning towards as someone that the party looks towards as a more positive individual.
I'm looking for any excuse to not leave him in Highwall. But they are few and far between.
So you want to do what you can to continue maintaining the companionship with Roland, correct?
If at all possible, that would be ideal.
And at what point do you draw the line? Do you want to let it get to actions before you make that line?
I think it already has come to actions.
That is an answer I was hoping you would have. I mean, from what Estrella has told me, he struck Ren with a part of his blade. And whether that was
That's
supposed to be a whether that was supposed to be a social message, a threat, or just him being out of control, I don't think any of those are excusable.
Not to mention he killed our entire
He
horse
killed the horses.
troop.
And while that was a strategically poor choice, I do understand the reason why he did it.
I would
Could have
not
been
qualify
avoided.
that as. I would say that strategically alone, that is.
Well, the
quite
reason
intelligent.
the reason I say that is because there were horses in the courtyard. He went past to kill our horses.
I believe they
He's
were
evil.
scattered, but.
No, they
I
were in
see
the
your point.
courtyard, if I remember correctly.
Could have also been avoided if he had kept the ring.
But that is less of a current conversation than just, like you said, actions that have taken place. And so, where you are now,
It truly breaks my heart.
He prevents our progress.
Trigger words.
And
Why
this
is Ren evil?
is the hard part.
Not Ren speaking facts.
In trying to be a true follower in Kozak.
I can see how it could be hard.
Because some people have the potential to be so much more and cause so much more good.
Well,
But
he's
they
already
throw
dead,
it away
so
for selfishness. They throw it away for self-interest.
I don't really feel that sad about it. Shouldn't have killed the horses.
all I'm saying is, just so that at least a portion of the group is aware, my patience is nearing its end with this situation. And I do not wish to turn to a form of violent altercation, but should something foolish and selfish happen again,
Not his native language.
I can't say that I will put up with it. And I just wish that you would know that.
Ideally, well, in the best of circumstances, he straightens himself up. However, that seems unlikely. But
Very.
I do hope things are resolved peacefully.
That is what I wish as well. If I had my way, I would simply walk away and see the group walk away as well. Or, inverse, let Roland go do what he wishes to do. But part of me thinks that if that were to happen, we are going to continue to butt heads and fall into the same path. And so I ponder.
If anyone asks my opinion, I'd rather go without.
What?
If anyone asks my opinion, I'd rather go without.
If things come to it, I will not hesitate to smite him back to death.
Well, he is dead, but
Yes, I said back.
fair enough.
That's first language.
Hopefully it doesn't come to that.
And in that same vein, I don't think he's actually dead. I think he was dead and now merely survives off the life of others.
He's a monstrosity.
So then what do you think he is?
I don't know exactly. But I know that he is also put in a very difficult position.
I would agree. If my existence was contingent upon the life force of other creatures, I would be in a very difficult position. But
the wise decision would be to die.
theoretically, but in a way my life force is based on the life force of others. I must consume food and I must eat. Is it all that different? It's just whether or not the creatures and beings that are sustaining me are
That they have no souls.
souls. Well, yet the oxen sustain him, the horses sustain him, as they sustain us. If I were him, I just would have maintained my ability to be sustained by not getting rid of my whatever it was, artifact that sustained me. That is just partially where I draw a little bit of irrational behavior. I can't believe he says he is a general. He makes such foolish decisions.
It does seem foolish. It's like leaving camp without a caravan of food.
Yeah, that one didn't really make any sense to me. Especially when he had to kill the horses because of it.
Ren, you are growing wiser every day.
I think so too.
Everything just trails back to the horses.
On the other boat.
I'm serious, Arnold. I can't swim. If you knock me over, I'm dead.
I think we should throw him in.
No.
We should throw him in.
No.
Definitely.
I'm the one rowing. One of you guys is gonna have to
Ready?
row if I'm
Do you
in
remember
there.
how there are bad people?
Yeah.
He might be one.
Well,
Arnold.
I trust him. I
You
mean,
trust
I know he's not bad.
Yeah.
Alright, but you don't know until he touches the holy water.
Water is not holy.
This water is.
It's
Tests
scary.
even the most
sorry,
evil
see
man.
that floating Sorry.
fish? Yeah.
Sorry, I know you guys are having an important conversation. But,
Can you swim?
yes. Back home in Highwall, where I've been trying to go, I have a book that is on a very important subject. Can you all guess what it is?
Ask Kieran. He got into books just now.
Kieran, can you guess what the book is on? I remembered it as we were talking earlier. It's on my bookshelf at home.
Wait, you
The
have a
book
house?
on-
Assuming it's history.
No, that's way too broad. It's very specific to what is going on here.
Fiction?
Obviously, no.
Slavery.
The horn.
Sci-fi?
What is sci-fi?
Is it a book on
Metaphor.
Romance.
It's not
Is
smart.
it like science fiction where they like invent things like flying people?
Yeah, that would just be so dumb. Who would want to enjoy that genre?
You can
So
cast
niche.
a spell.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Is
Sorry.
it a self autobiography?
I don't know what that means.
Is it a drama?
No.
I like dramas.
It's a book on the history of wraiths,
Wraiths.
I don't.
Like this guy right here.
if he is one.
If
Perhaps we would get the answers there.
Are you a wraith, Roland?
Have you read the book?
No, I haven't read all the books on my bookshelf. I've obviously flipped through it, but
Yeah.
it doesn't count.
But you more get them as like display pieces to show people. It's like, oh,
no,
I read.
no.
You know,
I
check out
collect
how.
them so later I can read them.
Oh. But
Why
like,
would they-
I'm sure when you invite people over, it's like, hey, check out my bookshelf. I'm
Invite people over.
like, what? Is that why you buy books to show people that you read?
I don't invite people over to show them things.
Well, when you have
If I-
guests,
If I have guests, it's for very important business. Looking at my bookshelf would not be part of that.
Come on, you have a book on race.
Yes. I will show you when we get to Highwall.
And When you saw me, you didn't think of that sooner.
I have a lot of books, but I did think of it when we were all talking about you.
He's
earlier.
not trying to
We haven't
flex
had
or
a
anything.
time.
He just has a lot of books.
We haven't had time to really talk about it.
Mm.
Didn't want to bring it up in the tavern. I didn't know they didn't know you were Wraith.
Yeah, yeah. But
Even-
when you're on the boat alone with him, it's a good idea to accuse him of being a wraith.
Fairly positive he is, and I believe he knows that.
You a wraith?
Can I do a history check on Wraiths?
Yeah, sure. I was spamming history checks.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
18. I've lived a long life. Might as well.
Real
try.
quick, what are you trying to glean? What are you trying to remember? What are you trying to like? What's
So
your
just
goal?
like, just generally like what a wraith is and like what a general origin of one could be.
What general what?
Like a general like knowledge of like a wraith, like what
What
it
it
could
is.
originate from.
Yeah.
Like things they would tend to do.
What you know with your experience, wraiths could be a number of things. They could be summoned, so like an undead creature summoned by a powerful necromancer to do whatever.
Yeah.
Someone could be turned into a wraith, maybe by a magical curse.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the two main
Yeah.
origins of wraiths you could think of, and they're not the same.
Yeah.
A one that would be summoned would be more
Robotic.
mindless, yeah.
Mm.
Whereas one that maybe there's a curse on them would have more of a personality, be a person, but
So it couldn't
with
be
a curse.
either of those.
Couldn't. So he must be an anomaly.
Yeah. So I'm gonna keep that to myself.
I'm not like other guys.
That's what they all say.
The last wraith told me that. Then he left me with no books. I'm just kidding. Anyways,
Speaking of books, once I finish mine, I'm just gonna toss it in the river.
what is wrong with you?
It was a bad story.
What was it about? I'm bored. Please.
Hey, Kieran, that's littering.
Littering? What is that?
Do that again and I'll kill you.
More
I
importantly,
shoot the book with firebolt.
It's wet, dude. It can't burn.
It's also forest, but it was about a dog.
Sorry, a nog?
No, some golden dog.
A golden dog.
Yeah, some young boy had a golden dog and lived with it for some time, and over time, eventually just contracted a disease, and the boy killed it. It was disappointing.
You.
Excuse me.
Oh my
There was a golden
gosh.
dog and a boy, and it contracted a disease, and the boy had to kill his dog.
are you sure you're not talking about the bird on the other boat?
The whole
Why would
story
it
was just
be
so
called a
good.
nog though? Wouldn't it be called like a gog or a
God, yes.
or
Nog doesn't make
or a
any
dole?
I'm pretty sure you're talking about the bird.
a dog that's gold.
Either way, the whole story was redundant. He was gonna kill him anyway.
Sounds like the bird.
Tell me, why did you read it if it was so redundant?
A little bird told me to.
Are you serious?
I think they chose the wrong boat.
A little birdie told you to read a book.
Yes, it stinks.
Books are not for everyone.
Well, they're not for you. 'Cause it's burning in the river.
So you have a book on wraiths.
Yes, all that to say, when we get to Highwall, maybe I can provide you with some answers of who you are. Maybe that will give you somewhere to start. And you can get on the road to, being more smart with who you are and what you're doing here and your purpose.
Not that he's saying you're dumb.
Everyone wants a purpose.
No one would assume that.
It seems as though you don't really have a purpose.
We're almost drifting through the water.
Soulless, one could say.
Hey, one of you guys gotta take these oars. I'm getting tired. Just gonna.
I'll do it. It's not enough. Arnold kind of.
I did, 'cause, book's gone.
Alright. Any other conversation before the day's up? You guys float down the river. I am assuming that you guys are going to stop somewhere along the shore and camp.
Nah.
For the night?
Yeah.
I'll stop at the pavilion.
Perfect.
Okay.
What?
I'll stop at the pavilion
The
With-
pavilion?
with the grill.
With the grill. This isn't a camp out, buddy. This isn't the park, bro. Alright, you guys, as the sun kind of begins to set, I'm guessing you're going to look for just a place to
Yeah, an
pull up.
embankment.
I'm guessing the
that's-
east side?
Yeah,
place,
east
not
side.
cliffs?
Yeah.
You don't want to sit on the cliff edge. You just
Not really.
chill.
It's
Alright, you
intentional.
go through the reeds and
What kind of?
pull your boats onto the shore. Are you guys going right there on the beach?
Yes.
Let's say that.
Not sure about the beach, Chief.
I don't like. Don't say that
I'm
B
not
word
comfortable
around
with
me, man.
beaches, actually.
Is there like
No.
is there like a point where we
said-
can walk into the forest and like the water's still like there, but there's not like sand?
You really don't want to be on the beach.
We do not.
Not want to
I
be.
don't really like
I
the
want to be.
beaches.
I want to sleep in the boat.
I'm not a beach guy.
I hate sand.
Want to sleep in the boat? You guys want to go in the forest? So it sounds like there's gonna be 2 groups.
Perfect.
Well, everybody, and then.
Except Roll.
Yeah. That's what I mean by 2.
Yeah.
I am.
Alright, so you're going to look for a spot where there's the trees just go right up to the water.
Yeah, I gotta protect the horses. Somebody's gotta take care of
The
them.
horses are coming with.
Yeah, we're not
Yeah,
leaving you
we
with the
don't trust
horses.
What?
Protect the horses.
Yeah, what do you mean
Roland, wait,
protect?
what?
Yeah, no one trusts
Protect
you
the-
with an
protect
animal
the
ever
snack.
again, bro.
Rose guarding
The
the
snack
snack.
Well,
with
that's
his
like-
miles back.
It's like putting nerd gummy clusters in front of me, and I'm like, oh, keep a careful eye on these. Don't worry.
I was gonna say they're not
Don't
poisonous.
worry, guys.
This one's good. This one's good.
You guys tested them all. None of them are poisonous.
Alright, so you guys find a spot,
I'm sleeping
Where you
on
can-
the boat.
pull the boat right up, kind of in between 2 banks of sand.
Yeah.
Put the boat maybe tied to trees.
Mm-hmm.
Right in the tree line that's kind of, it's pretty wet here, but there's like some solid ground that you could make a camp.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a little bit of a swamp, and then it dries out eventually as it kind of goes uphill.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys just gonna set up camp?
Is it raining?
No.
Yeah, or you can just sleep on your dry boat.
Yeah, I'm gonna set a fire and chop down a few small like thin trees to kind of create like a bit of like a half wall,
Yeah.
like what we've done before.
I'm gonna make my shelter
Alright.
because our tents are good.
Run alarm when I get to sleep.
So you guys all gonna be like kind of grouped up by the fire, and then Roland, you're gonna go on the boat.
Yeah, fall
I'd
asleep.
say I keep the boat in line of sight if we can. Is
Yeah,
that a
that's fine.
possibility? So we can see if Roland gets ganked.
The horses are in the
Oh
circle.
no! My horse are not
Probably
rolling
on
on top.
one side of the circle.
Dang it.
Well, he's making the circle.
Oh, okay.
Like 40 dead bodies.
What?
Somewhere.
Are the horses in the circle?
I would assume that would be, yeah.
How big is the circle again? Remind me.
It's sorry, you're talking about the alarm circle?
Yes.
Yes.
No, the horses wouldn't be in the alarm circle.
Will you fit everyone in
It's
that
15 feet in a radius,
Mhm.
so like, or
We'll be
actually let me double check that.
A 15-foot circle.
It is a 30-foot.
You got plenty of space.
In each
No,
direction.
why do they keep changing the numbers? 30-foot range. It's a 20-foot cube.
Bro,
20-foot cube.
it's
Yeah.
not even near the same.
No, it's not near the same at all.
Why does it come out to be a
Okay.
cube?
Yeah.
Yeah, why is your circle? Why is your magic circle?
So we,
a
so
cube?
we
This
have
is
to
how big it
calculate
is.
Radius.
Many ways.
So maybe everyone can kind of cram in there.
So everyone can sleep in it. Yeah.
Technically,
Alright.
you said 20 foot?
Low key, chat.
That's 2 of these tables.
Chat.
Well, I just pulled it out. Look.
Somebody needs to kill them all.
It's actually a
Okay,
two
first of
by
all, it's
two
not a
in this
moth.
circle.
It's
I
a
think
beetle
it's a
bug,
sleep
and it
bug.
literally landed on my head.
So we
Guys,
need
I don't know
15
about
pieces.
this,
Did
man.
Wait,
Oh,
what
no
was
rolling.
it?
Yeah, no rolling.
I'm joking.
We have
That's me.
hello.
Did you kill it?
Yeah.
Nice, Danny.
What was
Oh,
it?
she actually landed an attack.
Thank God.
For reference, it's larger than a 2x2 of this
It
table.
literally.
Well, not.
I got
There's
a
like
bullet out of my
3
hair.
people would fit in this table, and there's a campfire.
Right, and there's 4 of these tables.
But I'm saying,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
People fit
It
in
was
this table.
close.
Gang. I think we can all fit in this.
Yeah, no, 100%.
comfortably sleeping. I think you guys will be fine. The horses will be outside of the square.
How was your guys' boat ride?
It was uneventful.
Okay.
Side chapter.
It was good.
Bro's winded.
Rode the whole time. You, Dean, you dog! You beast! My goodness.
He's built different.
I saw a fish, but
You
that's
saw a
about
fish?
it. Yeah. Oh, also, Almond has some books that he wants to show Roland.
Oh yes, what are these books?
Was that?
Something about wraiths.
I thought it was Arnold. Who
Almond.
said that?
It was definitely Almond.
Definitely
Arnold
not
the
Arnold.
whole
Why would
time.
Arnold be cooking with
I thought you said
They were Arnold
dumb.
was yapping with them, and then Almond piped up, but they have the same
So-
voice.
Sorry,
No, they
I
don't.
thought I
Arnold
heard.
doesn't have a British accent. There.
And Arnold doesn't know how to read.
Arnold
Yeah.
does not. know how to read.
Arnold is. His voice sounds stupid.
Almon, you said you have books?
He has a
Yes.
bookshelf,
Why am
but he
I
doesn't
surprised
show
you
these
are-
off to any of his
Yes.
guests. He doesn't like present like, oh, I'm well informed, I'm well read. He doesn't do any of that.
I doubt my friend Andrews does.
Yeah, because he doesn't have a house.
Exactly.
Dumb nuts.
That's fair.
Do you have a house?
No. Do I look like I have a house?
No, not at all. So I doubt you would know what having a house would include.
Yeah, this is what I'm imagining a house would include.
So why, if you're just imagining owning a house,
I have
would
a
you
vivid
think
imagination.
you would assume what I would do with my house?
I'm going to.
'Cause that's what I would do. I'd show off all
So-
my books.
I've had a large tent. People do that.
Show off books in a large tent.
Really?
Well, these tents are
Huge.
very large.
Like
Can you not
carnival
build
tent?
homes?
We moved a lot.
Wait, were you also a member of a carnival?
Remember of what?
A carnival?
No.
No. Just a big tent.
Yeah,
Weren't
just
the
a-
carnival people you said you were with turned out to be the evil guys that we fought in that building?
No.
No?
The evil people that we fought in the building were completely unrelated with
they
my
were
carnival
you.
years. You weren't a member of the carnival,
No, I was not evil ever.
but you were a member of the carnival.
No, he
No.
was a member of the individuals that you fought in the building.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. I'm your bird friend.
Oh my god.
My
Pretty
apologies.
obvious.
That is pretty obvious, yes.
I was like, what are you talking
I was like, you guys are tripping, bro.
I'm tripping
Yeah.
on
Sorry.
something.
Sorry.
Mhm.
Ren speaks of, pipes of.
Guys, I don't.
What's up, nerds?
So they were completely different. I could have sworn you said that the people that we were looking for were your carnival friends.
Yeah, you could swear on that all day.
All right. Well, I still think that.
Naturally, he's gonna roll an insight check.
I'm gonna.
Who's gonna actually ask the trees first?
Just Levi being honest. Trees, let me know.
Is Levi being honest?
Something
Ren looks at you with like
fused in that moment.
a narrative. You just-
18.
All right. 18 total.
We attuned.
The soul connection.
Lord.
I'll kind of like after the fire is going and stuff like that, when we're winding down, I'll kind of walk back to where the boats are.
You see Roland.
Sleepy.
Is he sleeping?
Well, you can't write down.
Right.
He's just laying there.
Still.
His body just like.
Laying there.
Lying there. Medicine.
I'll kind of cock my head and look at him.
He's like this, but with no head.
Yeah.
Really? No head.
Like the cloak's not on.
And I'll kind of go into the boat that we were traveling in.
Yes.
Kind of unhook the oars. Take him. Go to the boat that they're in. Start unhooking the oars. Take him. Walk back to camp.
Just nasty words.
Anything else?
I'm gonna cast create item.
Create. Creation. I have
Group
level
mending.
5
I'm gonna
spells.
mend the boat because the oars are missing, and that's part of the boat.
Both boats.
That's crazy.
Which wouldn't work, by the way. Don't. Aaron, I know you're seeing this at home. Don't try it.
Don't try it.
That's
So,
crazy.
No, do try it. I gotta add it to something.
Zorina, you're from Highwall? Or
Yeah.
really? Let's
Yeah.
see. How is it there?
Nice.
Cool.
I guess.
Cool.
I haven't been there in a while, so
How many times
I
are you gonna try
don't know what it's like anymore if it's changed.
My
But
brain has been changed.
yeah, it's pretty nice.
It's cool. And your family lived in Highwall?
Yeah. Yep. They
They're still there?
still there.
You should stop by and pay a visit.
Roll.
Oh no.
nice.
Nope.
Whoa.
Nope.
Sorry. All of us except Roll.
Nope. How about none of us do that?
Not even you?
I don't want to see them.
Why not?
Ooh, a little bit.
Oh, sorry if I stepped a little far. No, family's weird. It's cool. I mean, no judgment if you don't want to see him. It's just like I don't. If I had a chance to see my folks, I'd like to see them.
You can.
Is this about the dust blades?
What?
No. No. It's not about that.
Different.
We're just talking about my family. Still lives there, and I don't want to see them. So.
Understandable.
And you can see her visibly start to get like frustrated that people are talking about it, and she kind of just like is she's not crying, but it's like she has like a little like
A sparkle.
yeah
The tinkle.
yeah. Twinkle. A tinkle.
Tinkle is enough.
Yeah.
We don't want that in anyone's
Tinkle in her eye?
We don't want that in anyone's eye.
Dude, what's the new potty talk today, dude? You need to cancel that. Uninstall that, bro.
No, she's like
It's too funny.
yeah, if we could just not bring it up again, that'd be great.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, what's our first steps gonna be?
Corrigan's like, yeah, anyways.
First steps in Highwall?
Yes.
Well, I
what's
imagine they'll be through.
We should go to. Well, no, not if we're approaching through the river. We should go to my home first.
I like that actually.
Yes, we have to get that book.
Only if I get to see your bookshelf.
Yes, fine. It'll give us a good place to, for me to recuperate, so that I can actually be helpful to you all. Perhaps I can help you with this job. You know.
Cool. Why do you want to help us?
I like you all.
No, you don't.
Wow.
You saved my life. So I actually do like.
Don't saved my life.
You all are the reason I'm not hanging from the roof in a prison right now. So
When
of course I
we're
would want to help you.
when we're at your home, will you then be able to talk to us about what you weren't able to talk
Yes,
to?
yes. I want to see you all succeed.
And taking down the talk.
Yes, you were brave
I
enough to.
appreciate that, Omen.
Of course.
Okay.
You were brave enough to face the Tathu clan at all.
Do you have good food?
I mean, there's good food. I usually go to the bar or the tavern, but
Not a home meal person.
well, my home's. Well, no, I could if I wanted to. My home's rather secret. I'll say that.
He's got too many
Not exactly
books.
the kind of place where there's a chimney stack that.
Do you not have any friends to show off your books to? Is that why you want us to come over?
There is no. I'm not worried about friends right now. I'm worried about the future of the country.
We're your friends.
Don't belittle me.
And he's going to show us his bookshelf, okay? Is everyone happy?
It's not about the bookshelf.
I'm so happy.
Although I would like to read the book on wraiths.
Yeah, we would like to figure
And I
out
would
what
love
it
to
is.
get some of my spells.
Perhaps you could read it out loud for everybody.
A bedtime story.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no.
We'll all stack our pillows.
No.
I think we deserve a bedtime story. We did save your life. At least one.
I'm gonna get back up after that conversation and walk back towards the boat.
Yeah.
Is he trying to get his steps in?
What's he doing?
Are you sleeping? I have a question for you.
I'm gonna kind of take a seat in the other boat, just in kind of not facing you, just kind of looking off in a different direction.
What is your what is it that you currently desire to do?
Right now, I seek information to understand my situation.
As would I. I'm sorry if well, I don't think you care, but I still will say it. I'm sorry if the conversation over in Westdenn was ill-mannered. With that being said, why is it that you travel with this group?
I do care, and I like many of you. As he puts the hood back on his eyes.
Right.
Unfortunately, I do not feel I have the luxury of friendship at this time.
Why is that?
As time has gone on, I've felt more of a pull towards that sensation of consuming souls around me. It doesn't just come about sooner, it comes stronger, if that makes sense.
And this sensation that you're saying, does it bother you? Do you dislike it?
Of course.
Then maybe kind of see and just like pauses and like holds his words for a moment and like thinks about what he's gonna say. Why is it that the actions that you've taken in the past directly contradict what you're saying now?
I feel as though if I allow myself to be comfortable and close with the party, then I will inevitably make a mistake at some point that will be too far. I keep myself at just the right distance to continue to travel with everyone, but not allow anyone to be close to me or I close to them. Except for Levi. I cannot consume this.
Which is also an interesting thing that I will have to talk to him about at some other time. But I think well, I'm not an expert on the matter myself of close relationships, but I would venture to say that you might be missing the point of what you're talking about. You're speaking of a desire of kinship and a desire to protect, which sounds like it was what a lot of your life's purpose was when you were sent here, leading your guard or battalion, whatever the terminology is. But nonetheless, simply because we have individual struggles, faults, and shortcomings, it doesn't give us an excuse to be different.
The problem is, my friend, is that before my duty was to protect those around me, and I would die for my fellow man. I, being their general, would always lead, being the first in danger. Now, again, my role would be to protect and serve those around me. The problem is that the danger is not from the external, it is now internal.
And what you fear is an inability to control this?
Correct.
Well, then I have 3 suggestions for you, if you would like to hear them. My first suggestion would be for us to turn around immediately and go back to Grey Ridge and get you the artifact that you left that allowed you to have a bit of control. I know that you do not want to have to rely upon such a device, but I do see it beneficial to you. If that is not desirable to you, if you feel like that is a waste of our time and your time, my next suggestion would be for you to put an element of trust into the people around you, to not only make space for you to be able to survive, but also check you if you make any foolish decisions. I think that you undersell the capabilities of the people here, not to kill you, but to restrain you or to knock you out, or whatever terminology you like to say. And if that does not, if friendship does not seem proper to you now, then my third suggestion would be that when we reach Highwall, and it sounds like Almon has guidance perhaps in research, that you absorb that information and perhaps find what you need to find in the safety of solitude. I'm not saying I do not want to see you, but I am saying that I have also been concerned about safety on this trip. And I know that the rest of the party is very, very distressed. And so, should none of the first two options be feasible to you, and you do not think that they are realistic, I think it would be foolish to continue traveling as a group for now. And I would love to see the man that you become if you are able to find more of yourself.
I've already decided to take the third option, my friend, but I appreciate the insight.
You guys feel a sudden jolt in the boat.
I'm just gonna keep talking. I cannot take the first option.
Can kind of stand up and get onto the shore.
I cannot take the first option because before there was a pull that was unlike any other. I could feel it pulling from farther, deeper. When I wore the ring on my gauntlet, the pull was negated. I do not know what it is, but I know that it is important and I must follow it. The second I cannot take because I cannot control myself. In the forest with Ren, I lashed out on him in my own outburst of feeding too much in one quick rush. After consuming all the horses to keep myself alive, I sliced Ren as he left, intending to take his soul, but luckily gaining control over my own body again. The third option seems as it is the only option left, to depart from the group and follow my own path.
With that said, I'll kind of walk over to you, and you're still like kind of like leaning like this.
Real quick.
Yeah.
In the party, you guys are making conversation. Is anyone patrolling at all? Just be honest.
I was.
The Falcon exists.
I was just doing my shelter.
Doing your shelter.
So
Okay.
whether that, like, if I was like getting the materials for it
Yeah.
or whatnot, then
Yeah.
Was the the Falcon wasn't like.
The Falcon is kind of just always on a like overlook, but it's not necessarily like going through
And
the
the Falcon
woods.
does the Falcon have dark vision?
I pulled up the stats for it.
How else do
It
How else do
has
Falcons?
advantage on perception checks, and that rely on sight specifically.
But does it have dark?
It does not have dark vision.
It's not going to be super helpful during night.
That's fine. Are we in the dark?
Yep.
Okay.
Cool. So that when you guys, I remember I was saying, as the sun's setting,
Cool.
are you guys going to try and find a spot to?
That's totally fine.
Now it's dark.
Fine with that.
All right, back to your conversation.
As he kind of walks over to you, are you still just kind of in that like you just put your hood on?
He has like the hood on and he's just like kind of facing out.
He'll kind of like walk over to where you are, and like even though you're tall, I assume that I still have a little bit of height on you standing
still
up.
sitting, yeah.
Exactly. He's gonna offer his hand down to you. Then I think it would be the best course of action to follow through with that, but to come and inform the party on that decision, because that is a selfless heart, and I don't think many people have seen that in you.
I want to grasp his arm.
As you kind of go to get up, you feel like the boat kind of jolt, and you kind of get pulled down with him
Okay.
Oh, great.
onto the boat, and you guys both just see two kind of green, like scaly hands,
Awesome.
kind of grip each side of the boat as it just kind of seems controlled.
I look
For those of you in the what?
It's a chala.
A chala? No, those are fish. Those of you in the campsite
He's back.
No.
are kind of all just hanging out there.
Do what?
That's crazy.
And Cordine, as you're sitting there looking at the fire,
You did say we would
You're
have
at
line of fire.
50 HP.
what you guys see is in the darkness, kind of just like coming out from like the bushes and from behind the trees. This just long green scaly arm just kind of hits him in the back as you take.
Yeah.
Yep. No.
A whole
What's your
team.
HP?
Luckily, we're all full health.
Yeah.
Except I was on pretty full health.
As you take 10 slashing damage and 2 poison damage.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I have resistance to poison damage.
You take 1 poison damage.
Wow, that's gonna make a difference.
And before you guys roll anything, we're gonna take a break.
Perfect.
All right.
Piss break.
Welcome back to Scary Town. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Roll initiative.
Yahtzee!
Oh, not
Oh, that's a great
As a
game.
note, Roland, as I'm grabbing
Aw.
your arm, you're gonna
Wait,
kind
that
of
was-
feel like this boost, like this happens, and you're gonna get advantage on initiative.
Why?
Okay.
Because I can give advantage on initiative. I always take it for myself, but I can choose to give it to someone
Wait,
else.
to every.
No,
wait.
it's just
No,
it's just
no.
to one
Just to
person.
roll it.
It's actually
We're not
technically
even in range.
one. So it's cost an action. And it's
They're
free.
5 light years away.
It's okay.
It's a
what?
free action.
I have an ability that allows me to give advantage on initiative unlimitedly, and it just costs an action.
Oh,
So
you can't take your action on your turn?
No. So
It's okay. They both sucked. You don't have to worry about it.
So what I'm saying is you just give that to yourself, right? And that just lasts until you use initiative.
So like at the beginning of every day or something.
Did you give that to yourself? Or
I usually just give it to myself. If you're okay with it for just the aura moment of that, I would like to say that I.
Okay, don't you give it to yourself and then it?
I can
when you have-
I can recast it anytime I want to for free.
It's just that time magic stuff.
If you don't cast it, do you still get advantage? Is what I'm asking.
So
Because you didn't cast it on him. Here's what I'm saying. Wouldn't it? Doesn't it cost an action?
It's okay. The rolls were almost identical.
Yeah,
I guess it's not that big a deal. For now, yes, you get advantage.
it was
We
just
can-
for aura, really. Sorry.
We can adjust. No.
Just as we go.
I just didn't know about it. So.
Cool.
Custom
now,
features for
it's
some
totally fine.
classes are dumb. Let's just get rid of them.
Whoa.
I mean,
Now you're talking blasphemous.
you're right.
All right.
All right. 20 to 30. Let's be
28.
honest.
Dang. 28?
Goodness.
Anyone else over 20?
Wow. Ole, mole.
It's okay. I'm a healer.
The toes.
All right. 15 to 20.
19.
15.
16.
Oh, it's one away.
Yeah.
10 to 15.
I got good.
11.
11.
We went from 4 to 6.
All right. 0 to 10.
4.
9.
I did roll a 2.
That's okay.
I was
rolled a
gonna
5
say
first.
my-
Then it's like,
my
advantage also.
initiative
Yes.
plus
And I rolled
is
7.
Hey, dice don't lie. All right.
I mean, Roland is kind of just sitting there.
So these trolls.
I just got
As you saw,
flagged.
grab the sides of the boat. On the other side, you got actually cooked. I'm gonna finish their action as they have a surprise round.
Yeah. Let them do that.
First attack was on you, as you got actually hit. What you guys see now that it's a little more clear is this large green, scaly troll-like creature. It's dripping with water and it has this kind of hair that's all wet. It's kind of going down its body, kind of coming from like almost like a mane area. There's like a few like lily pads just hanging off of its head, and it has this kind of longer face and these eyes kind of on the side of its head. Its arms are much longer than its like feet, and it has this long kind of tail that's just going out. As it actually hits you, you're cooked.
Beautiful.
No. It's like a troll. It's just kind of green and scaly. Not
Like
like
a water troll?
Full scale is like a river troll.
River troll, sir.
Yeah. Same.
Jeez, get it right.
I know,
I'm just
right?
thinking
My
of the
facts.
Billy O's gruff troll.
Oh, I was thinking of the
Anyways, for
musical
that,
trolls
you're gonna
from
get no
Trolls.
shit. One attack you
Musical
guys
trolls.
see at the campsite goes towards your friend, Almon.
No, we can't kill
But
him.
he like kind of jumps into the rest of you guys, kind of near the fire, and just it misses as he kind of slams his hand down.
Nice.
Yeah.
And he's gonna go to bite you, Gordon. Does a 24 hit.
He's a tough snack. It won't work.
Snacky.
All right. You're gonna take 9 piercing damage,
Wasn't that close.
and
So much.
not bad, 7 poison damage. So for you, that'd be 3.
So you can re-equip yourself.
You must make a DC 7. Oh wait, are you guys all sitting down because you were at the campfire?
I guess, yeah.
I was standing up because I was
I was sitting at the fire.
Make a DC 17 Constitution saving throw.
Everyone at the fire?
No, just you.
Okay.
I was just wondering because it came to mind.
Your armor.
And Andrew's
Nice.
rolling.
11.
Oh.
Ban for the night. I'm going back to this guy.
Andrew's gonna roll under within eye shot, right?
no heals.
All right.
Can you see them?
That was just to see if you took the poison damage.
Well, they're like
All right.
less than 60 feet away.
You guys over here, as this creature kind of comes around the side, it's gonna start trying to hit you guys and bite you guys. So it's gonna make 3 attacks. 2 of them are gonna go towards you. One of them's gonna go towards you. First one is going to miss you. Does a 21 hit you?
A 21 does hit, but I'm going to cast shield.
All right.
Tank it.
All
I
right.
love saying that sentence. It brings me a lot of joy.
The other one is gonna go to bite you,
Yep. Classic.
but it will miss.
He's like over the cloak.
Oh,
Or your
nice.
eyes.
That's cool. That's cool.
That's nice.
All right. Anderson.
My turn's up. Am I based, or does it have reach?
You're based.
I'm melee based with it too.
It's kind of like looming over the boat.
Okay. I'm going to.
For the record, it's a giant creature.
What's in the water?
Not
like,
a huge giant.
Because I would have gotten like seen. What's like the water level outside the boat where he's like standing? Is it like waist deep? Is it like knee
Probably
deep?
waist, for him, waist deep.
Oh, for
Oh, so for me it would be like head deep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's also on
The
the
bank is kind of like
He's on
this,
the
like
deep end,
this bank is kind of like the roots, you know, going down into the
Oh
sea.
yeah, okay. It's like different in areas.
You guys wanted a place without a beach.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna hop off the boat backwards. And it'll probably provoke an opportunity attack.
It will.
Take it.
But before I do so, if I can still interject, I'm going to kind of just spin the axe in the air and just like flip it, catch it, and as I do that, cast mirror and jump image on myself before I jump.
Okay. Cast a mirror image on yourself.
Yeah.
As 4 Anderses roll out of the boat into the water.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
yeah, because there's 3 images and 1 real one.
That's cool.
As
That's
those,
funny.
like just
Clown
kind of
car
flourishing,
effect.
just shades of me are just kind of there.
And you're going to move
Yes.
away. All right. It's going to attack you. Perfect. And then you remind me it has to roll a d.
So if it hits, and I get to roll a d6 and determine if it hits.
Another 21.
That will hit.
Doesn't shield last?
Wait, did you
Shield resets on your turn.
Yeah.
And you're at the top of the
Top
round.
of my round.
Alright.
It hits me.
It hits
Alright.
you.
That is going to be. It seems to sweep its tail around.
Oh, it's a tail. Great.
I just grabbed the tail.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
If we listen
You're only going to take
Amphibian.
11 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
but you have to make a strength saving throw or fall prone.
I will, make a strength saving throw.
No. See it, bro.
Oh, auto fail.
I will
choose not.
fail.
Alright. You fall
But
prone
on that,
and your
on that
movement.
fail, I will use the clockwork amulet
Okay.
to
Is it kind of following
roll
you?
that.
It's like you
Better.
reverse.
That's going to give me a 18.
That succeeds.
And you said 11 bludgeoning damage?
Yep.
Okay. Take the hit, and I kind of like take it off of that, but just catch myself on my feet on the
Yep.
back. And I'm gonna back up. How much movement did that take from me? Anything? Or did I?
No. You avoided.
So I'm just gonna go back into the tree line to try to gain line of sight on the camp, while keeping line of sight on this fight as well.
Right now it's just me and a John.
Going 30 feet.
A little closer back to Roland. Right about
Just
there.
kind of split in the
Can I
line.
see the camp?
Yeah. You can see the fire light in the.
Can I like see like that there is a creature over there? Okay, cool. That's what I care
It's
about.
like, oh, never mind.
It,
He's like running away. It's like,
Roughly
oh, there's
30
danger
feet
both
over
ways.
Yep.
Okay, I'll take one more square in just to be safe. There you go.
Okay.
That'll be the end of my turn.
I'm going to Sentinel reaction attack the troll because when a creature attacks a
you're within 5 feet of
5
me.
feet of me, I don't attack.
Nice.
You can say that on the troll's turn, by the way.
Okay, I was just waiting.
Yeah.
I
Well,
totally
might
get
as well
it.
get it out the way.
Totally get it.
Alright. Does a 26 hit?
It goes.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Right there.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
this will look really cool in the dark, like fighting a larger creature.
I am at melee range, right? Like he's like right in
Yes.
front of me. Okay.
Whack him.
I just wanted to make sure.
Whack 'em.
I will re-roll one of these with Savage Attacker.
Yes, you will.
Savage attacker.
15 damage.
Nice.
5 of which is necrotic.
Alright. Sounds good. As you slash at its legs. Or no, as it's kind of up on the boat, you slash at its belly. Kieran, you're up.
Hunter's mark. Then I'm gonna run behind you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think there is one. Oh, there is. Good. Put it on as a little thingy. Yeah.
on this one. Because
What if this works better?
bad.
Anyway, I'm gonna run behind him.
I don't know. Levi's not so
Like over here?
enough to do
Yep. Activate my celestial revelation.
Alright. Is that a action? Because bonus action for Hunter's Mark.
True. Hold on, let me double check that. Celestial. Oh, it's a bonus action. Yeah, so I can't do that just yet. I'll do it next round. Attacks. Does a 26 hit? No, 25.
It does.
Awesome.
Make that damage roll.
I'm gonna do my other attacks too. I have 2 more attacks.
Alright, make that. Those attack rolls.
Does a 22 hit?
Yes, it does.
Does a 27 hit?
It goes. What?
Something inside his die.
It's liquid core. Yeah. So,
A magnet.
Yeah. These are actually
He's like laughing way too hard. He's
so that's
yep,
The
just
die
like
land.
that.
The die land, and they're like.
11.
My jumbo dice.
14 on the first
Don't
swing.
mention that.
So 14 on the first swing. Oh, damn. Another 9 on the second swing, so it's 23.
Yeah, I'll do the math.
7 plus 6 is
36.
So another 13 on top of that.
36.
Yeah, so 36 total damage.
Alright. Beautiful. As you make 3 attacks at its kind of like legs.
Yeah, just kind of go for the tendons.
It's kind of like. Alright. Is that your turn?
That is my bonus action, my action, and my movement. So yes.
Alright.
Way to keep track
Levi.
of that action economy.
Oh, nice.
Bippity boppity boo.
Bippity boppity.
Bippity boppity you.
I'm going to kind of jump over Almond and get right in front of this thing.
Yeah, almond. Yeah.
Well, and
Step on the little kid's face.
in
Oh.
protection to try
He,
to
like,
interpose myself
Steps on his
between.
head.
Yeah, in a good way.
And,
Step on him
in a good way. I'll step.
Wait,
Like
wait.
Not like rolling stepping
Back up.
over Ren.
No, it was on red.
You get revenge.
Okay.
Right now.
Yeah, but
Anyways.
you said over.
And then with
Choose
my
your
bonus
words
action,
correctly,
As
sir.
in,
I bring out my glaive and I extend my my hands out towards the fire and
Okay.
grab at the shadows that it's casting on all of us and draw one back as it glides across the ground and seems to wrap itself over and stretch its like silhouette around this guy as I cast Hex Blaze Curse.
Awesome.
Wasn't that cool?
X place curve.
That was sick.
This
I'm
is
gonna
from-
use hex because
Yeah.
Might as well,
No,
yeah,
right.
it's the same thing.
So we know that he's not going to use his
This
concentration.
is for my
on
next turn, but are we flanked right now?
I would have tried to keep it flanking, but
Okay.
okay.
No, you can't flank big creatures. Sorry.
Isn't that, well, can you remind it, just because I remember we talked about it with the turtle.
Basically, long story short, you can.
Yeah, but is it like kind of a radial thing?
Basically, alone.
Yes. Okay. It is basically, but
We'll just let you tell us when we
yeah,
are.
it's not that like serious.
Okay.
Okay.
And I know you guys would have. You guys are smart people, you know.
For the
Level
first
5,
attack,
6.
Yeah.
an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, and I'll just do the second.
Yeah.
19 to hit.
R.I.P. auto critting.
19. That hits as well.
Got you. I'm just going to, since I used my bonus action,
I think we got
yeah, I can't add that, so I'll just do 2 reg attacks. Alright. That's 7 damage on the first attack, and 14 damage on the second slash.
21
As I just
damage in
kind of reach out and bring, on the same leg that Kieran just attacked, bring my glaive across the front of the shin, and then a little higher up, close to the tendon at the knee. Just
Sounds good.
going for the legs.
Yeah.
All right. You
Bring it
see
down.
Kind of moves his leg around to try and avoid that. All right.
Bring it down.
It is now your guys' friends' turns.
I don't
So,
think they're our friends.
Ren,
Oh, wait.
Almon,
Friends.
you know, Arnold.
Is Arnold in combat with us?
Yeah.
I gave him a
I mean, his
dagger.
life is on the
He's
line.
been untied since you guys left.
I
And I gave him a dagger.
Westdenn.
Give him
And he
a
has a dagger.
I gave him a rusty dagger.
Oh yeah.
Give him an infection.
Give me a shit.
I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna give him my
Tinnitus.
enchanted bow
Tinnitus,
staff.
tetanus.
Tetanus.
Tonight. He's like, my hands!
Tinnitus is weird.
Focus.
Tendinitis is
Doesn't-
the hit.
He's a wizard and he doesn't
Actually,
have a
technically, right now, he has your axe.
No, I have my axe.
Well, yeah.
Okay, fine.
I know you have your axe, but
My axe.
but he just looks like he has his axe since he never gave
That
it back.
troll's kind of getting.
Um,
And that's Arnold.
he's getting what? Arnold gonna kind of come around and just
Jumpers.
grab a dagger.
Whack him.
He's just gonna kind of like not break the scales.
Eat
but
cliff,
he's
whack
like,
his teeth.
Whack him, John.
Rusty dagger. Ugh.
Nice.
I just look at Arnold from across the way.
Yeah.
For something.
Hey, Arnold.
As I gesture to my open bag.
Okay.
Give him an
Like-
upgrade mid combat. Estraia's fallen asleep in combat though. She was already in nap time.
Estrella's still asleep.
Yeah, the huge strike didn't wake her up.
Estrella's in pain.
That'd be crazy.
Estrella is being punished for
Yeah,
Being
a
born.
woman.
Yeah.
no, for not giving life.
Well, that too.
She's being punished.
All right. It's a weird way to phrase it, but
Yeah,
I guess that works.
This is true.
That's a very bizarre way to phrase it.
Technically true, yes, but
Do you want me to
I'd
spell
like
it
to
out?
run back
No.
all that
Do you want me to
nonsense.
spell it out in,
anyways.
like actual terms?
Anyways, Almon is going to kind of back away from the party and just
Cast fireball.
similarly to what you did with like the fire. He's just gonna kind of like move some air towards the fire, and then like a little bit of fire is gonna leap out of the
Nice.
fireplace and just attack the troll.
What the?
Woo.
with fire.
Go almond.
Just gonna kind of
Has
burn his
the
face a little
attack
bit.
already.
Almond.
And Ren,
Gonna cast.
He's gonna hit him with a stick.
Power word kill.
He's gonna cast stuff coming out of his pores.
He's gonna use circle of spores,
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
gonna pass
I'm
every check.
interested to see how Jack
Pores.
does.
He's gonna cast roots.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, his pores is really
would be the
gaping.
move,
man.
honestly.
He really needs to take
He
care
needs
of
to do
his
some
skin.
skincare.
Yeah. Maybe he needs to sleep.
Yes.
Ren's going to attempt to cast blindness, deafness, and blind the creature.
Nice.
He's going to kind of extend his bad hand, and this green mist is going to kind of come out towards the creature, towards the troll,
Go Ren.
towards his eyes, and the
Nice.
creature is
Get
going
him,
to
Ren.
make,
Come on, Aaron.
Should roll a big jump.
come on, Aaron. You're, well, it's a
Got it,
saving throw,
bro.
so it's
We'll
not.
text him for the dice roll real quick.
It's a
He's like-
saving
he's
throw
like,
again.
I want to do this.
That'd be cool.
Roll
Again,
a d20,
it's a saving
bro.
throw
Oh.
Okay.
for the fourth
See what
time.
happens.
I think it might
Yeah,
be the saving throw.
2024 kind of nerfed.
As you see this troll, this green mist. Okay, guys. Especially while I'm describing things. You gotta lock it in. The green mist kind of goes towards its eyes, and they kind of just haze over as the troll's like, and he's just kind of sitting there focused on that.
Nice
With his
job.
left hand.
Nice.
Very,
Let's go, Ren.
Good
very
stuff, Ren.
useful.
Very epic.
That troll is absolutely debated.
Yeah, I think he's gone.
And then there's Roland with his
He's
troll.
hexed. He's
Roland
blind.
is
All he has to do is get that
Let's
bludgeoning
see what else we
resistance
can throw at him, dude.
That's true.
Make him deaf.
Actually.
Give him a poison condition.
Yeah, honestly. Can I make him restrained? Wait, hold on.
Yes, knock him prone. Like all the
Alright.
conditions. To bury him.
He's like rolling like 10 disadvantage.
Right.
Isn't it just like -2 for each stat
This-
disadvantage?
So that's how
Guys got
Jack's
so
rolling.
much
Yeah, dude's just gonna tip over.
Jack, isn't it -2 for each disadvantage if you have like
Yep.
multiple?
Zoran, it's your turn.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna for my bonus action first, I'm gonna do disengage.
Shoot
So
him in the ankle.
no
Whoa,
opportunity attacks.
She's gonna.
It was the calf actually. What?
I'm
I said
disengaging,
I was
and I'm starting to run that way
This way. Okay.
towards.
How far? As far as you can.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, if I can go in between, people, because.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah.
You can. They count as no matter.
30.
You can face.
Okay. How far am I from that troll?
40 feet.
Okay. So I can shoot.
Good.
Okay.
It's 80. Is
Are you
my
gonna
range.
try and hide?
Well, I already disengaged, so
But it is based, so.
that's
You didn't. You were right. Or were you right here?
yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Within its reach.
yeah.
See.
So I can't hide, so it would just be a normal attack.
Very, very good.
But I'm gonna try shooting at that guy.
Alright. Make that attack roll.
Oh no. Okay.
You had a ring on this troll.
15.
The trees are thick right now.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
don't
hit.
think
You.
so.
It flies right above his head. Doesn't even seem to
Okay.
notice.
Maybe there'll be a better opening in the
Great.
foliage at a different
Yeah,
angle.
that's a good thing. It didn't.
Real quick on that one, I kind of like see Zarena fire. I'm gonna watch as that arrow misses, and I'm gonna use my reaction to let her reroll with my class feature as the arrow kind of pulls back in the air back
And
into
to
her
be,
bow.
your other thing isn't a reaction, is it?
No,
Okay.
the other thing
Right
is
there.
let her pulls back into her bow and let her fire it again.
Hopefully
Alright.
this
Ooh, that's sick.
Come on.
Better.
Okay. 19.
That hits.
Okay.
I wish we had
So.
Do you like are you aware of the time change and then you like kind of angle it a little bit differently and then roll it loose or something?
Yeah. Well, if I notice that it's like coming back, I'm kind of gonna be like,
It just feels like everything's reversed and it's back in your hand, but you kind of like readjust.
Yeah.
probably.
yeah. Shoot again. Okay.
You lock in. Quickest
So-
lock in.
Ooh. Okay. Good. That was good.
Do you get sneak attack?
No.
Yeah, it's based with an ally.
It's
Oh,
based
you
with
do?
an ally.
Can I?
You do, yeah, you do get sneak attack.
Oh.
That is
I'm
a
based
rule.
with that.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
No,
You're based with the enemy.
you're based with
Okay.
the enemy.
You are the ally.
You're the ally that gives Zarena
Thank
her
you.
sneak attack.
Advantage. Yeah.
She's gonna shoot right through
I'm
your head.
based?
Well, it doesn't give her advantage, it gives her sneak
Sneak
attack.
attack.
Yeah, she's gonna shoot right through your head. And she's gonna
Chad, you heard it here first. I'm
Um,
based.
16 damage
Okay.
on it.
Alright, as you shoot it, it just kind of goes into its face. It's kind of like,
Okay.
Alright, anything else on your turn?
You have 2 attacks or just one?
No, just one.
Rogues, man.
I'm
They get a
just
sneak
biggest
attack.
Straight up.
Yay.
Aspirate.
Wow, I get a turn?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Fireball.
Do you normally not
Focus that pain.
No, I'm just really low on initiative.
What initiative
Um,
is
Honestly,
Yeah.
a lot of people were really low on this.
Yeah, was not our best moments.
Not the best rolls.
My best initiative so far.
My
No,
best.
Not my worst.
My best is 24, bro. Like that's the max I can do.
peak yet.
What is
Let's.
I think I'm gonna cast. We'll do it. We'll upcast it so it's not a bonus action. I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon
Alright.
at 3rd level.
Do you like pull down a star from the sky?
We'll see.
It
I'm just asking.
actually looks like a conjuration of stars, and it's a constellation
Gotcha.
of a soldier
Mm.
with a sword.
Mm.
Which one is it, like Orion or?
First of all, I don't know what Jack's constellations look like, but
Good point.
the because we're not on planet Earth.
It's Ophelia.
I know her.
Yeah, I met her once at a party.
It's a soldier with a sword. So
Beautiful. And where exactly is that?
I will put it.
I believe it can be within 60 feet, correct?
Yeah, I have a 60-foot range. I'll put it like right next to the troll guy.
Well, this troll or this troll?
I
The
don't
one
think
I'm
that
fighting.
was 60 feet.
This one?
Oh wow.
Yeah, because I don't. Well, I don't think I can reach. Is that wait?
You could put it like here, but
I can't put it
You
any
could
farther
get
than
an
that.
attack off him on this round if you pop it there. Yeah.
Yeah, I can attack, and I don't think I can put it any farther
Yep.
closer to the troll. So,
dude, Roland's like, I'm gonna be alone, and then they're like, okay,
Solo
Have
this
fun.
troll.
message received.
have fun, bro.
Dude, you could solo this troll.
Yeah, and then the one person that was actually with me just ran.
I'm still with.
He's in the middle.
Yeah, just
I
not
like
within
that
range.
you ran from the fight, saw another troll, was like, oh snap, and stopped running.
Okay.
He's like, my
Needs to
friend.
not be Garbo.
Could be.
Andrus is never escaping the coward,
Coward allegations.
the
Yeah.
coward allegation.
I mean, yeah. Flee once, you're a coward forever, man.
Yeah. So I rolled.
Negative to his reputation.
He takes 11 damage.
11
Oh,
damage.
yeah.
All right. Sorry, what was the hit? I'm guessing it's high.
You're so right. Totally forgot that was the
I
thing.
just assumed it was high, but that works too.
I don't hit.
Oh.
He takes no damage.
Dang.
0
That's unfortunate.
damage.
Zero.
I rolled the wrong
damage.
dice for it. I just grabbed the first d20 and it was definitely not the right dice to roll for
The
it.
curse D20.
The curse 20.
Curse 20. All right. Anything else in your turn?
No.
That's just okay. All right.
Well,
Sounds
actually,
good.
I'll use my bonus action to conjure my bow. Because I use my action to do my spiritual weapon.
Ah, yes.
Is spiritual weapon an action?
Ooh, well, it can be if I upcast it, I believe. I think
You
it
should
is if
check.
I upcast it, which I did. But I think the
You should
attack is a
check.
bonus action. Well,
You
okay,
should
hold
probably
up.
check.
You should.
It says
You
second
should check
level
that.
Welcome back to Factor.
for bonus actions. So I don't think it can be a bonus action above second level.
No, I think you just.
That's right.
You should know. You
Like
play
where?
He's like, I want this
Bonus action.
I do know.
Is it
but,
oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, and then I don't really do anything else then.
Okay. Sounds good. You summon that. At least it's out there now. That's one thing.
That was the point.
Good. All right. It is now the troll's turn.
Oh, they were low. Okay, I was wondering.
Not the most dexterous creatures, I'd imagine.
Yeah, no, I mean,
A good time to
they
be
probably
honest.
use them. They could use the strides, bro.
I mean, hey, they're swimmers, so
Yeah,
they're
that's
pretty
Wait
good.
till the other two walk
I
in.
mean, you ever
All
seen
right,
a-
this guy
a
has.
running
Let me just check. This guy's got disadvantage. That's it, I think.
He's Hexblade cursed.
But none of those are like
Yeah.
disadvantage.
Yeah,
So he just has
effects on
disadvantage
it.
because he's blinded.
Mm-hmm.
As he's going to swing
Blinded by the lights.
at his friends. Yep. He's blinded by the lights.
He's blinded by the stank, man.
Oh.
Blinded by the stank of
All right. First attack is not bad at all. Obviously, he's going to attack Levi because Levi's right in front of him, and just stab him. But Levi's probably going to use shield, so might as well just. No, just kidding. 23. At disadvantage.
I
Ow.
do get hit.
All right.
Do not cast shield.
Oh, jeez.
All
He
right.
said he was going.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
just like.
Now I know the secret to killing my players. Just say that they're going to do something.
The secret is not telling them what
And
you
then
roll
I
to
did
hit.
the opposite.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, no bueno.
Yeah.
They just know they're on the dice.
Oh, that's
Then we have to guess on the shield or not.
21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do that.
I know. I got into the habit of doing that about mid promosa. It's like I'm not
I
telling
like
you
to
guys
keep it
anything for silvery barbs.
21.
20.
My crit's private, bro.
Well, I do not say when there's a crit. Sometimes I'll like, oh, you really get hit, and then people, because if I don't want someone to die, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
You only take, you take 14 slashing damage from this attack as he goes down to bite you, and you only take 8 poison damage instead of more, as you're able to
Damn.
kind of resist this poison fully kicking in.
That's 22 damage on one strike.
It is.
That hurts.
It's going to make its other attacks, one at Arnold and one at Kieran.
Oh, not Arnold.
Arnold is going to be spared, as it's going to kind of swing blindly, just kind of over him.
Die straight up.
And then the one at Kieran, he's going to miss as wait, that was correct. He's going to miss as well.
Yeah, the guy just like.
As he swings also at you, and you're able to just kind
I
of.
can imagine you swung his tail.
When
No. His tail's a different thing.
when he makes his initial strike on me, though, like as I kind of crumple a little
Yeah.
bit to try to soften the blow, I'm gonna extend one hand out to the campfire and pull at the flames. And as they leave the campfire, they change hue to a blue, and I fling it right at this
Alright.
guy.
Love that.
Hellish rebuke.
That
And-
campfire's out at this point, bro.
But-
You guys been sci-fi.
And there's a save for Hellish Rebuke, right?
He makes a dex, I believe.
Beautiful.
He has a plus 17 dex save.
Yeah, it's a dex save.
Which he automatically. Oh no, that's ability checks, not saving throws.
I guess he's got good dex.
Never mind. All right, dex save you said.
Yeah.
He's gonna fail it.
Okay.
He is not. He doesn't even see you doing this.
Dang. Oh yeah.
He's just completely oblivious.
That's 25 fire damage.
25 fire damage.
Yeah. Third level.
He hit the dwarf and
Hellish
it's like
rebuke.
this guy jumped.
Don't touch my D.
Don't touch the bank account, Brett.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. The other troll is going to attack the Roland, who's still laying on the ground.
For now.
3 times.
Does 14 hit? Does 17 hit? Memorize here.
No. I thought it did.
That's plate armor now.
He's like rolling.
27 hit.
27? That's a big jump.
27 hits.
I rolled really bad. Okay. It's gonna bite you.
Again.
Okay. You're gonna take 8 piercing damage as he kind of leans over, just takes a little nibble at your leg, and make a Constitution saving.
You of all people should fail this.
No, I really should.
I got it. Such
You can't beat poison, dude.
17.
You only take 6
Nice.
That's really good.
poison damage.
Well done.
Good job.
So it was.
All right.
What was it? 8
Congratulations.
pierce and 6 poison.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not the thinker. Oh yeah, it
That could
is.
have been a lot worse, dude. That could have been like 66 damage.
Yeah. Most it can be is like 40 something. Anyways. All right. On one attack. It missed its other 2. All right, Roland, it's your turn now. Yeah, this combat's just a reminder of why I never use challenge rating.
Yeah.
What's the challenge rating on this?
Oh, did you actually follow a challenge rating this time, like from the
I just wanted to prove
monster
something
manual?
to you guys.
Yeah. Okay. This is a point proving argument.
Yeah.
Is this troll in my line of sight? The far troll?
It is. There's a little bit of cover.
So like half cover?
Yeah. Which you ignore.
Of course.
I'll take a shot at him.
Are we
Is it-
Bro's completely going to one on his toes.
20.
Yeah. You will take this attack at disadvantage because you're 5 feet within 5 feet of an enemy
For a ranged attack.
for a ranged attack. Oh, unless what ignores that?
Crossbow. I think that's
What?
crossbow.
You should just really quickly look at sharpshooter in case that's what ignores.
No,
I don't think it
sharpshooter
is.
ignores.
No, it's the crossbow.
I know it
Doesn't impose disadvantage on your ranged weapon attack rolls. Attacking at long range doesn't.
Yeah, but this isn't long range. This is a different feature.
Your ranged weapon attacks.
I'm guessing you use your movement to
quarters
get
cover.
No.
Okay,
All right.
make it
So this will be a disadvantage if you do
Okay.
want to do this.
No, literally it was. 13.
That does not hit as you. This red lightning just kind of flies by and hits a nearby tree.
Alright, and then I will swing at the guy right in front of that.
Just so you know, these trees around here are large, thick trees that are kind of creating this nice canopy It's very consistent. They're not the same like pine trees that are on the other side.
Nice. I love differences.
Is that sarcasm?
Does a 15 hit?
I actually really do.
15
I
does not.
appreciate it.
Then I'm just.
Alright, so you just.
Yeah,
These two just red lightning
And then he
bolts.
like tries to swing at the guy above him. Can I stand up?
Yeah, use some of your movement to stand up. Yeah, I actually asked you and you didn't. I didn't answer, so you didn't answer, so I just stood you up.
I just assumed you wanted this.
No, I stood him up before that.
And then he like stands up to swipe at him and like misses.
He's just useless. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
He's
Alright.
so disoriented.
Corradini.
Alrighty. I'm going to heal myself 10 HP
All right.
because I can.
We're gonna whack these.
And then I'm going to swing at that guy.
Swing on.
Yep. And do I get
You're not
advantage because he's not courting?
No, I said if you're not courting, then.
Okay. You're telling me new rules that I didn't know.
And I get advantage on that, right?
You do.
Because he's
Absolutely.
blinded. Okay. 26.
You get advantage and +2. What?
Isn't he bonded to the ore right now?
I can.
But does it change in a moment?
Yeah.
You can,
Oh,
you
okay.
can
I
wasn't sure if it was like a short bonus thing.
Summons an
What is this?
That would be fun.
That would be really fun.
I did not want to miss the potential
So,
moment if that
with
was
the
what it was
+2,
going to
that'd
be.
be 28 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Okay.
Easy.
It's so funny, dude. Eldridge might have to pick it more.
Actually, I get
Snipe this guy with the board.
Just a paddle.
How's a nice sound?
a very nice sound.
I love that jingle.
That's going to be 10 slashing damage on my first attack, and DC 16 con save.
DC 16 concept.
And a natty 20, second level. Let's go!
Let's go!
Big
damage!
RIP the money.
He did succeed the Constitution saving throw.
Okay, well I also
doesn't matter.
Give me that damage.
how many? So that's out of the gate.
Brother's getting French
Second level
fries.
Second, so that'd be
forgot why he was like,
4d8.
Counting your axe, I thought it was 3 d8s at
Level 2.
Level 2 plus the axe, which is another d8.
Okay, yeah, so 32.
Yeah, so 32 normally,
Mm-hmm.
and then I need more d8.
Dude.
Yes.
That's why I did my turn.
Yes.
He's not done with
Like
that.
some scaly troll butt.
Oh yeah.
That's
That's a nice sound.
That is a very nice sound.
It's very neat.
That's the
5.
It's the sound of the gears going.
Benefit to the metal dice.
Mine don't have as nice of a sound.
I love the sound of my dice.
Plus another
It's simple.
18.
Actually, my
Another 18?
Did you add that 5 to the 32?
32 plus 18 is 50.
So yeah, 18 plus
That's 50.
plus another 5.
55.
35 damage.
55.
Damn it!
This is another unit.
Jack, I'm gonna nick him.
35. What?
Because I have like long trace sword, I'm gonna nick it.
Oh, when you made your attack?
No, I can't nick it.
Oh, wait, I see. This guy? Oh, okay. Is that,
Just takes the
yeah,
damage.
yeah, yeah.
It's 5.
5, okay. Good.
It's just important that I hit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Very important.
Alright, and then the total was 55.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Jeez, let me add something up real quick. What does that look like?
So this guy smacks me from behind, right? And I kind of have like a...
Actually, wait. How do you want to do this?
Yes, dude!
Yes.
Okay, so this guy smacks me from behind, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I just kind of like pause for a moment, like heal up, and as I stand up, this like bronze light emanates from me as I heal, and I raise my axe, and it just intensifies, and I bring it down, and he just kind of
On like his
explodes.
belly?
Yeah, and it just kind of
Cuts the
explodes.
belly
and
in half.
Body
little
just
bronze
It's
light.
like, how dare you?
Like that one
Like-
scene from The Hobbit. With the
kind of goes
hand.
everywhere, all
Yeah.
over Kieran and Arnold. As it kind of like.
Trevor just implodes night creatures.
I like to say, leave brings a hand over his eyes, like, magnificent.
Nice little moment there.
I will say, as a troll falls, reminiscent of Roland's red lightning, there is a like lighter, sort of similar energy that is the shadow grabs in and pulls out of the troll's mouth as the shadow like slinky or tape measure like slides right back into me, and I breathe in that same red air, healing 8 HP.
On another note, Hunter's Mark has moved to the other troll.
All right.
I didn't even hear the hunter's mark go off.
Oh, dude, that's the first thing I
That
did.
was literally the first thing he said.
Yeah.
He went, Hunter's
I
mark.
didn't hear it.
Yeah, exactly. The same time.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty
I
accurate.
hope not.
No, it's good.
No,
No,
that's
you can
actually
look
real.
back in the recording. Yeah.
Glad I
That
didn't
is
hear that.
how he said that.
Hunter's mark.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think we all
Alright.
would have
Let me
forgot.
just tell you guys that the next time Jack brings out a mini of that size, it's gonna look a lot better.
Hell yeah.
Nice. It's probably not painted.
Upgrades, people.
All right. As this troll gets absolutely blasted, falls down, the red energy goes to you. Top of the round. Anders.
Okay, so to properly describe what this looked like, I didn't book it and run. It was a hopping off and kind of backing up to like
I did
see
not
here and then get an
run
eye
away
and
from
fight
the
over here. Seeing the troll go down, I'm gonna turn back at Roland, kind of like swinging, and then like I just seem like kind of in this guard position with his sword.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like make sure I get this right. Yeah, I'm gonna
Just like
reach out
with
with. Were you serious when you said that Almond has my axe?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
I mean,
You took
Because
it.
I thought I remembered saying I'd take it back
You
from him
did.
in the tavern.
yeah,
but
I'm sure that happened. I was just like,
I take the axe and I just point it at Roland, and I'm going to cut into the air and reach into it and just. And you're gonna get haste on yourself as just the body that you have in this plate armor just lightens tremendously.
You
Awesome.
promoted.
What that does.
You get
You are
a second
now
action.
my elite
You get an additional
employee.
2 AC. Your speed is doubled, and you have, I believe,
An
it's
extra
advantage on all your dexterity saving throws.
And you can use that extra action to make one extra attack.
Attack, it could be a disengage, it could be a dash, it could be other
All
stuff
those
too,
things.
but yeah,
An extra attack.
that's gonna be an extra attack.
It always is.
You're anyone. What? No.
Low initiative. I'm hoping.
I mean, I doubt.
all right.
That's my action, and don't really have a thing for my bonus action. I'm just gonna kind of turn to Zarena. That was a lot easier than I thought that was gonna be. Nice.
Yeah, she's just gonna like, kind of like shrug and be like,
Kieran?
Moving 80 feet towards the.
Jeez.
I already know how much it is for the record.
he's like
I know.
standing on his foot.
Because that's 30.
Yeah.
It was
That
70
was
feet.
40.
Yeah.
So 80
80 feet?
That's perfect. Yeah.
He's
How
fast.
can you move that far?
Because I'm a speedy boy. Like,
You know in the Lego movies when it goes.
So
it's gonna
Kieran
like-
just books it.
Yeah, so as it kind of like it falls, and I kind of look towards the other troll, kind of like a blackish ichor falls from its eyes, as all of a sudden just
Ew.
Okay.
it comes through.
Why did I just get the visual of like in Shadow Mordor when you get like the cutscene for the like orc bosses?
Yeah.
just right up
Cheers,
to
like,
Dude,
Wait, don't even get me started on how good that mechanic is.
Oh,
The
dude.
Nemesis mechanic?
Okay.
you're gonna be like
So you came to
talking
Mordor to
me,
kill
we're just gonna,
all
like,
the orcs?
Yeah.
Dude, you know there's an achievement to kill every single guy on the line.
Then using my free action, I'm gonna drop one of my,
It's so hard.
I'm gonna sheath one of my blades. I'm gonna pull out my short sword.
Alright.
And I'm going to do the following combo.
Wombo combo.
The what?
What?
The what?
So I'm gonna do the following combo.
It's the falling combo. I was like,
I'm gonna follow.
Bro's gonna trip and fall on his face.
I was about to give him the Icarus.
He's gonna teleport to him. Fall.
It's a 19 hit.
19 does hit.
Okay. So, using my short sword on my first attack, hitting him, I'm gonna use Vex, which gives me advantage on my next attack with my scimitar.
I see why he
Okay.
did that.
So that's modified 21, modified 18.
Alright.
these people know how to metagame.
And it's good.
I didn't even know there were digit
The ranges have to get
What
somehow
was it?
high.
Oh yeah, keep going.
And so then using my Nick on the next attack, that's a 22.
Using my- 22 to hit?
Yeah.
That hits.
So 3 hits each. So just the short sword does a +4 instead of a +5 because it's not my scimitar.
Right.
So that's 9 plus another. So that's 11 with the short sword, and then with the scimitar it is 9 again, plus another 4. So that's 13. So that's What did I say? That's 9 plus 13. That's 22. Plus 7.
29.
And another 9. Okay.
Okay, so you're at 38.
38 damage to the.
Alright. As you run up, scissor motions.
Yeah.
Alright.
I
Let me wait real quick. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Dice that
You imagine.
Let me add 2 zeros to this guy's HP.
I mean, it's the river guy, you know. Like
Yeah.
he's gotta have a different.
He's gonna heal from the water.
Oh, Percy Jackson it? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Son of a.
No, the other guy did that, but he still died. He healed 10 HP at the start of his turn. So did this
Because
guy.
they're trolls. They regen.
Regen.
Yeah,
I
so
need
guys
that
like
feature.
as I'm like jumping like from the clearing, like just kind of slamming onto the boat, rocking it a little bit, coming down with flurry of strikes.
Okay. Nice.
The character you'll never
You just
play
see
next
Kieran
year.
appear next to you basically and just start slashing this guy. He's like, ah. Alright.
We'll never speak again.
Beautiful. Levi. Your turn.
Alright, I'm going to real quick hop on this troll's dead body.
So the body has been kind of exploded.
Oh.
There's no real body.
Is there a mound?
Yeah.
Like, of like
There's like some
particular
just
flesh?
ribs
Yeah.
coming,
I'll hop on the viscera.
They're kind of burning.
Yeah, I'll just like kind of stamp it out to kind of get a higher position
Stamp
as
it
I
out.
just point and take a couple Eldritch blasts at this guy.
Alright, take your couple of Eldritch Blasts.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
As you're flying.
Dirty 20 and math is over. 23.
Those both it.
Gotcha.
We're good.
I'm not the only person in this party that rolls 7s.
You're dice, bro.
You're just bad.
Roll this
That's
one.
crazy.
I don't like that.
That is only
Take my weighted die.
14 force damage. As,
Okay.
it just borrows light from the campfire and
Some light from the moon.
And some moon, yeah.
Alright, guys, shh. Don't be having
Sorry.
You gotta like it, guys. Like it, guys.
14 in total?
14 total force damage
Alright.
from both
That's just 2 like kind of gets hit in the arm.
Yeah. Dang, that is a high corpse.
Alright. Ren and the gang is gonna lock
Ren and
in.
the king, cute.
That was easy.
Yeah, all 3 of them. They should be a little band. Is that what he says?
Yeah.
That was easy.
Wait, why is that?
Of
They
course.
fly now.
Oh, is that his actual character?
Yeah, it's his actual name.
Alright, we're gonna get a firebolt from.
Oh. Aaron
He's
wasn't
gonna
here to
miss.
see as many used in a combat yet.
Oh no.
For his first time.
Here.
Hey, put it in front of the other camera. It's higher pixel quality somehow.
Somehow.
I'm fighting in the combat.
How are you aiming is so missing?
What? Excuse me?
That's crazy. That's freaking wild.
This guy's gonna kind of run over here, but he's gonna make it to here. He's gonna chuck the dagger because why
Why not?
not? Up. Okay, the dagger's gonna hit.
Oh my god.
He just kind of just throws this rusty dagger through the.
Kills field you with a rusty dagger that you gave him.
Just kind of hits the troll in the arm.
He's like,
As the
"How do you wanna
daggers
do
come in,
this?"
I'm like,
Ren
Roland's like,
is going to use all of his spell slots at once somehow and be completely useless. I'm just kidding.
okay.
Well, I just don't want him to have his spell slot. No, just kidding. I'm just joking. He's going to wait.
all for,
He's gonna speak with all of the grass blades on the ground.
Trees.
no, he's gonna use,
They're like
10,000
gas-
trees.
gas bomb.
Kill this man.
Stinking.
gas.
Stinking clink.
no,
Yes, yes,
yes.
no.
Do you need to speak with animals, talk to the fish, and nibble on his toes?
I don't think I'll ever forgive you for that.
That is
first time.
actually, Aaron, I love you. That is something you do. I should have thought of that. I should have thought of that.
something Aaron would do, bro.
I should have thought of that, bro.
That's something you do.
Can't believe I didn't come up with that, bro.
Oh my god.
Okay, I have a theory. I'm gonna talk to the fish and nibble on his toes.
Ren be like
I rolled 20.
No, he would have cast Shrunk on you mid-combat. Shrink. Shrunk.
Yeah.
Reduce, you know.
It is gonna cast
It's the
reduce.
same thing.
Oh, is it cast for these guys?
Wait, does it need to be touching?
No, it's a range.
No, it's range.
He just did that for flavor. Like, listen here, mister.
And then he failed.
Yeah.
It's because I touched.
Well, you
All right.
succeeded.
He kind of just points at it, and the green kind of travels on the ground. And as it travels through the grass kind of just shrinks a little bit.
Ooh.
As it travels over it. I cooked with that flavor.
You did cook with that flavor.
But the troll is going to stomp on the boat, and kind of the spell is just going to kind
Did
of
me
break.
and Nolan just go up a little bit?
Yeah, rolling. You and rolling.
That's like at the
As
back
that
of a
fails, as
school
he
bus going
easily
up and
succeeds the save. Alright.
Easy.
No problem at all.
Is that a wisdom saving throw?
No.
I think it's
I think it's
Constitution.
It's Constitution.
Wisdom makes
Don't
sense.
you have a
Constitution for your information, sir. Alright.
FYI.
Wee wee.
Okay.
Serena.
Serena is
Okay.
crazy.
I'm gonna.
That's the letter that letter makes.
No.
If you watch the
If you watch the letter factor,
yeah, the letter factor, you would see the X's in the X-ray machine. Oh, that movie's so good.
yeah.
Okay.
Letter factory. Hey, we pour one out for you, brother. We love you. Pour the whole cup out
On the table, bro.
You guys
Hey, careful.
I don't know that movie.
Careful with the eye hand motion, bro. Okay, I'm
We're
gonna.
pouring one out for the homies.
No. He.
Anyway.
Yeah, careful, bro. Yeah, you went full hand.
3 more
Okay,
fingers, bro.
So the tree that's closest to the
First of all, that's 3
Hey,
Get whipped.
to the edge, wherever that may be.
closest to the edge.
Yeah, like
All right, let's say there's a tree right there.
okay, perfect. I'm gonna hide behind that.
Okay, make a hide
Okay.
action.
Let's
Thing.
say there's a tree
A
right.
thing.
Now let's say
You have great stuff. It should be fine.
14. That's the lowest I've ever.
What's the
rolled
passive
on that.
perception of this troll?
Yeah.
Maybe the
You're definitely behind the tree. Anyways, keep going.
Is that am I like?
You would never know.
Until you attack.
So you
Okay.
attack, you don't know.
Yeah. But you
So-
attack regardless.
I'm gonna shoot. I mean, I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna try to do sneak attack if I can.
Okay.
Well, you'll get sneak attack regardless, but whether it's at advantage or not.
Oh.
is
The troll
up to
seems
the whole
distracted with its combat, so you can't.
So at advantage. Okay.
You barely snuck
That
out that
was-
one.
Nat 20?
Nat 20!
I got a nat 20.
Jack's like, retcon.
Never mind.
5 damage.
No.
Which would be a 29 overall.
My
Right.
reaction attack was better.
29 overall. That's all right.
So for damage, what would
'Kay.
that be? That's automatically 24 before dice.
Is it?
Wait, automatically 30 before dice, adding
Okay.
plus 6.
This is why CR tables don't exist.
Jack is over it, dude.
No.
No, it's because you get a CR.
I don't want anyone to-
counter.
No, this isn't even. This
You
is
said
higher than
40?
technical CR.
30 is
So
what it's at right
what it
now.
is, because you guys are a party of
That,
8,
just
Yeah.
roll.
it's like doubled, right?
Yeah.
And you're level 6.
So it should be CR 12.
Yeah. This CR is CR 18.
Dang.
Okay.
I don't even know what
CR 16. Sorry.
Combat rating.
I think it also was initiative.
Challenge rating. That's
To be-
combat rating.
I
Initiative
think it's
kind of
like
cooked the
the
trolls
equivalent of
because they were
adult
pretty
red
low.
dead.
But they
Yeah.
got surprised, so the initiative or the CR goes up.
Oh.
Anyways,
So overall,
overall, all right. Shh.
46 damage.
What does it look like though?
Let's go!
So she's just gonna like do okay. So
You're behind a tree.
who is in front of him?
You're behind.
Ren is near you.
No,
Roland
no, no,
and
I'm
Kieran
sorry,
are
and
in
like
front
right
of
in
the
front.
troll.
Okay, so this arrow is gonna go directly between you both.
And hit him in the
Oh.
balls.
Okay? No, they're
She's
gonna.
waist deep.
No, she's literally gonna put like all of her
Yeah.
might into it, and it's gonna like. You know, one of those like arrows where it's like
The wind is
sounds
like.
silent, kind of. So it's gonna be like that, and it's not gonna be moving at all. It's not gonna spin or anything. It's just gonna be like gliding, and as soon as it like comes between you both, it's gonna like directly shoot up and go like right through his. Yeah,
It kind of like
through his
reaches out for you guys. you guys are, since you have your blades out and have been swinging, you guys are both able to just cut off its hands as it's like
Nice.
falls back. The boat just flips into the air. Both of you guys just flying up in the air as everyone just kind of stops seeing that arrow.
He's like, make a dexterity.
Both of you guys make dexterity saving throws.
Yeah.
The troll falls back into the water,
21?
obviously.
No.
22?
I mean, you still have haste, don't you?
An
So you
arrow
have advantage.
shutting its mouth closed. As it, you heard it scream.
Hey, that actually saves.
Yeah. Gives a roll some more.
21.
21. You kind of, the boat launches up and you're able to just kind of like get into a barrel roll, you know, and just like hit the ground or hit the water.
18.
18. You kind of just launch up and you're just like. The boat.
Actually, no,
lands.
as he's coming down, he kind of like misses and then like stands back up.
Okay, that's cool. Too much work. In the water though? Standing in the water.
Yeah, so it's just his non-existent head.
It's like dripping. Yeah.
Under the water. The boat just kind of flips on its capsizes.
No. 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 Bad roll.
You guys alright?
About now, the haste goes off and you get that like round of
Yeah.
exhaustion.
You're just exhausted.
And then
Under the water. Just like,
Yeah, he's just chilling under the water, like sitting down.
that's an album cover.
In the full armor with
Yeah.
the head.
Actually is.
Andrews will kind of like move towards where camp is to find Estrella.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I didn't get to do much.
Did anyone get hurt?
Actually,
A little bit.
No.
no. Whoever
Just
got
a wee
hurt,
bit.
Come to me. I can.
Dean, that was amazing.
Fine roll.
I lost my
In the
temper
water.
a bit.
Well, yeah, no, but you like stood up to that guy, like literally. You just turned around. Just, that was like.
It was a nice swing.
Levi, Roland, would you like assistance?
Are you like,
Yeah.
Are you like up back at the camp or are you down at the boats? Hello?
What?
Are you up at the
Oh,
camp
I
or are you
meant
down?
Cordy, not Roland.
Hmm.
But if he comes back to the
Damn.
camp, I
No,
would be
he's-
nice.
I
He's
said, I'm
just
not
laying
healing
down
you.
under the water.
Hell.
Because
Someone
he's
should
exhausted.
drag his.
The
carcass
Andrews
out of
kind
the
of like
water.
steps into the water and like kind of like feels around to try to figure out where you're at.
Sorry, my
Eventually
brain always
sees
just
like kind of
equates you two
moonlight
together.
glisten in his arm.
Kind of reaches into the water,
just
kind of
swim.
just hand.
Swim to shore.
No, that's an album cover.
You
You can say that literally about anything.
All right there.
Yes, thank you for
I'm gonna go take a dry off.
Well, that was a little bit of a interruption, but will you take me up on my own?
My inconvenience.
I think we should have a discussion. Okay.
That's what I was referring to.
Right, I said the same.
You said the troll's body is in the river, right?
Yes.
Is it floating
It's floating downstream.
downstream? If possible, I'd kind of like wade in a little bit to kind of like try to just like cut a toe off or something like that.
Ugh.
It's like way
Is it
downstream.
way downstream?
It's not just like
There's
kind of
another
like
one on shore
slowly.
now.
It's just like
That's fine. Then, but parts of it'll be intact, I'm sure.
Levi's gonna start cutting cuts of meat out of this dead troll.
Real?
make a survival check.
No.
Sure.
It does. It just
Kieran's
means I don't
gonna
have to
sit
use a
by
third
it
level
and
spell.
dry off
17.
Because
Okay.
he's got soaked.
17. Okay, you start cutting out the meat. You guys will love the name I picked for this session.
Have you guys ever had troll before?
Have you?
No, I'm very excited
Those
to try
guys-
this.
Actually,
Is it good?
no, but I have something for it.
Troll.
Okay.
Can I start foraging for herbs? That might
Make a
taste
survival
good.
check.
I'm gonna make my way to the camp.
Like
Ren will help you. You can
Sit
do it
by
at
the
advantage.
specifically, I would like to find stronger smelling / tasting herbs. Wow. Why am I bad? 10.
Maybe try buying better
You don't
dice.
find any.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
You find some like very bland herbs though. So you
I'll
know
take
stuff
the
you know
bland
you can
ones.
eat, but it's not like it's gonna change the flavor much.
I'll take the bland ones. Just
It's got a lot of vitamin C though.
Yeah.
There you go. That's good to
That's
ward off
Vitamins.
scurvy.
When
Put in a smoothie.
Whatever
when
it
you've
is.
cut off a decent amount of whatever you're cutting off. I'm gonna kind of gather it all.
Just hacking, face covered in blood.
Yeah. And just we'll kind of gather the meat into like a pretty tight like circle, and just draw like in the sand with his axe, just like a loose dirt circle around it.
Okay.
Set his hourglass down in front of it, and
purify food and drink.
yeah,
Goaded.
yeah, and
That's
remove
good. You're goaded.
all rot and poison from the flesh or meat.
I think
Thank you.
Dean. I think blasted it all out of that troll. I mean,
That's very convenient.
It is something that you learn to do when you stay on the road for most of your life.
I guess I've never even thought about using that, but it's useful.
Something from my childhood.
At
So-
this point, around the fire, Roland's kind of like had dragged his sword over here, and then there's just like this red light that comes like shifting across the ground as he's like. Okay. And then like sits back down, like nestles back in.
I'm glad you got something to eat.
A troll soul.
Troll soul.
I got 2 cows and a troll.
Hey,
That's almost the name of this
Troll
of the
trunk.
session. 2 cows and
troll
a
trunk.
2 cows.
2 cows and a troll.
2 cows and a
Oh.
troll.
No, I was thinking troll patrol.
Troll patrol.
That's
That's
Cool.
pretty
I
good.
like that.
That's
Yeah, it's like Paw Patrol.
This is the CR girl and the dog.
That's what I thought actually.
Yeah.
But I was like, it's cooler than Paw Patrol.
Andres, how do you usually cook troll? Is there like a way to do
I
it?
usually find that hot stones is the best method. You apply the meat directly to it, and it cooks it on both sides,
I don't
rather
know
than
some
open flame.
Don't forget the tender.
Really? All right, chill.
Just
I lost my whole fingerprint to a hot stone.
Dude, that was so bad.
before everyone gets settled, is there anyone else in need of healing?
No, shit.
I could use a little bit, but
Jack.
if you've used a lot of your resources, I can also use some of mine.
Andres, I got
Next
you.
counter, we need
And Levi's gonna rest his shoulder, a hand on your shoulder. I got you. As just like mist covers you, and just like seeps into your nostrils. You heal 5 HP.
Thanks.
Yeah, paladin stuff.
I feel like that was easier than the goblins you guys faced in session 1.
It's true.
A little bit, yeah, no,
It's
honestly.
true.
That's the
We didn't
thing with
even get-
having multiple like points in multiple points in initiative. It is difficult, you know.
Yeah, we didn't even get through 2 full.
Like,
Combat.
sure, the trolls hit hard,
Never
but if they miss like
follow
2
a
hits,
That was
CR.
less than 12 seconds. Wait, hold on. That just blows my mind. That
Yeah,
was
think about that. That was like
that was an ambush. That was an ambush that was handled. Like one and done.
Cordy just like
the gap between Cordine hitting with the hammer and then Zarena shooting the troll was like a few seconds.
yeah. Man,
Can I
I thought that Roland and I were gonna have a cool like 2v like moment over here.
got to see both.
yeah.
That's true. We was there for both.
Yeah.
Deaths.
Kieran's
So special.
Dude, if I'd known there was disadvantage on shots when somebody's standing next to him.
Tough niche rules.
Should have read the rulebook, the whole thing through, memorized all of it.
Yeah,
It comes with
it's
playing
not like
the
we've
game.
been playing for like 6 years.
There's a D&D
Dude, don't
rulebook.
remind.
Dude.
You want to take it home?
Has it been? No, it hasn't been 60. No, it's been like.
Want to take it home?
I've only been playing for
I'm talking about us.
us.
I mean, think about it like this. It's been 6 years or so because
Since what?
Hyperios was like, or not Hyperios,
You
but
just mentioned deep.
the first session that
Hyperios
was
was
like.
not 6 years ago. That was 4 years.
Think about what I'm mentioning is Fog Fireball, which was when I was 18.
Fog
Damn, you're
Fireball.
When
You just
when
cast a spell on me.
when Forrest hit the fog gas,
my God.
or the gas with the fireballs and cooked him.
My theory just got like.
No, that was 2021.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
We can talk about this later.
I know
Don't
for a
worry about
fact, bro. Because
Stream.
Neldarin, I didn't have Incarnate before 2021, and I made the map on Incarnate.
it. You may be cooking with that. But Hyperios was after that.
That's what I'm saying.
Zach doesn't want to
4
believe
years.
he's getting old. He's just
Well, I haven't
remembering
played for that
I
long.
would make.
I mean, yeah, you've been playing, but yeah. Anyways, we digress.
We
Me and
digress.
Rachel have been playing like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Not even.
No, I played with you. I played with you in 2021.
Yeah, actually, we played in 2020.
Damn.
I played once.
Guys,
or
Let
twice.
us know when you first started
I've been
playing
playing for
D&D,
like a
if
year
you play.
now.
Put in the chat how long you've been rizzing up dungeons and the dungeon master.
Using those words. Rizzing? Get that off of
When
here,
did we
man.
start Legends?
What?
That was at your cousin's house.
Don't bring up my 2023.
That
A
was
couple years ago, right?
2023
2
August.
years ago, I think.
August 2023.
August 2023 is the answer.
yeah, because that was when I went away for camp.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago. Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
Because I got.
So enough reminiscing. Let's get back to the story. We
Alright,
don't have too much time.
Biggest sidetrack
That's
in
fair.
So,
history.
now that we have some food and hopefully a bit
cut
of
that.
peace and quiet now, I think that we should have a conversation. Roland and I were just speaking when the trolls interrupted, and I think that we should all give Roland the pleasure of our listening without interruption for a little bit here.
Yes, we listen and we don't judge.
I can't promise anything.
I know, I have silence ready.
So, the minor inconvenience. I was the troll encounter.
Roland, what is going on your mind?
I have decided that I will most likely be parting way with this party when we come to Highwall. I left the ring behind because I felt a pull before I had the ring that I could not ignore, and with the ring it nullified this pull. It has some sort of importance and urgency that I can feel.
And this pull is not your need for feeding, it is something else, correct?
Something very different. Purpose.
Like find the sword.
Exactly. Sword was the first step. The ring was a accident. I will do my best to stay distant from the party, because I feel as though I am losing control.
Would you also share with them what you shared with me about how you truly feel about this party?
Yes, when I was a commander and led many men into battle, my role was to protect them and lead them the best that I could. At the time, I could fight others to defend my men. In this party, I wish to do the same, but I find that the problem is now me as opposed to an exterior force. I do not wish to harm anyone in this party, whether that be physically or by any sort of emotional damage, but I cannot always control what hunger comes over me and what it does.
That actually makes sense.
My one gripe is that I don't believe a populated city should be where you live.
I'll have to say that louder so that the mics can pick you up.
That being said,
Not that one.
No.
oh right. That being said, I feel like staying away and leaving in a populated area isn't the best decision.
Well, be as
That's
it
also a
may,
good
Alman has a direction for Roland, yes.
We will see what the books have to say about wraiths, which is what I believe have become.
If this is truly what you want, Roland, when we get to Highwall, perhaps I will take you to my home and show you the book so that you can figure out the truth.
I would
Really?
appreciate that.
Taking someone to your home and showing them books?
He's already going to do that for the rest of us.
No, it's just a habit I'm seeing.
Not showing you the books to impress you, but nah, you're getting in my head.
Thank you.
So troll.
Wait, one thing. You said that the ring was, an accident? Is that what you said?
Yes,
Didn't you mention and you told us that you had a vision when you first got the ring?
I did.
Rain, you have
So,
such good memory.
You sure it's an accident? I do. I don't have a lot to remember.
That's right.
Oh, I love this.
Coming across it in the cave wasn't like the sword where I was drawn to the sword. The ring was accidental, is what I meant. Small one.
coming across Corradine in the forest wasn't like I was drawn to him, but it was still a good thing that I had him.
Was that sharks were gonna eat you alive?
Yeah.
Well, at the end of the
There's a
day,
scary one with red wings. We should really think about that. Yeah, that was really scary.
at the end of the day,
Wait, what?
I think the choice that Roland is making here is probably the wisest thing that he could be doing, because ultimately he is his own person. No, who are we to tell him how to live his life? But at the same time, who is he to tell us what works and what doesn't? So perhaps when we reach Highwall and after we part ways, there may be a day beyond that where we can reconnect. Our paths seem to have been intertwined in the strange chance of fate. I can't imagine that won't happen again.
Yes, we'll see what happens.
The troll's almost done.
It's not a good smell though.
You can fix that, can't you?
Yeah, I can, but I don't know. I want to try it for what it is first. It's a new food, you know. I want to experience it.
You could do what food?
Troll. Oh, yeah, I can make it taste good. If you want, I can put that on your food if you'd like to try something really good.
It's like invisible like flicker of fire in his fingertips, but then he just like.
Here, I'll fix you up a good flavor.
Oh lord.
All right. You guys eat this troll. You taste a pretty unique taste. It's hard to describe. Kind of think of, you know, when you bite into some spinach and it's wet.
Wow.
Yes.
That was
did
not the
give
right
me-
idea.
That's disgusting.
Now, kind of add like a,
we don't
you know, when you
keep
bite into
spinach.
like really unseasoned ground beef.
Yeah.
Mm.
I kind of mix those.
That was a good description.
Thank you.
Ugh.
Jack knows his flavors.
I did.
He's
So
the chef.
take the texture of the unseasoned ground beef. It's kind of
Okay.
chewy, like
Yeah.
just like
It's
some
like the feeling
random
of rubbing
Karen
on the
made
top of
it.
your mouth and stuff.
Yeah, and then now take the taste of the spinach and kind of the wetness of it,
Ew. It's wet.
and then just add a
Hint of spice.
just a little bit of spice. What?
I said this would be better smoked than grilled.
Oh, you taste all that texture, but you also taste horse shit.
A fire
Fireball.
fireball going past your head.
What was that for, dude? I made that taste good.
Just gonna rip it apart.
Jeez, Kira.
It's anger issues.
Right?
I'm going to like look at it
He does not like
and then
marmalade.
just more misses gets thrown around it as I make it taste good for myself.
Yeah.
Do you want that as well?
This is
Levi's
disgusting.
stomachs barely stomachs the taste of it.
It's very filling, but yes, I did not say the taste would be good.
Yeah, no, that's interesting texture. I don't think my magic fixes this.
That's not the worst thing I've ever eaten.
What is the worst thing you've ever eaten?
Yeah, I'm interested.
These guys
Oh. Live frog once. That was
A
good.
live frog? Why didn't you kill it? Were
No
all of your
emergency.
arms and legs restrained, so you just like bit at it?
It was an emergency.
It was an emergency. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Live frog.
Roland's gonna get up and go back to the boats.
The other one's just completely gone because you guys didn't
There's
pull
like
it
a
over.
pickup.
Yeah.
Oh,
I guess-
So the other capsized boat flew away because you guys
Rats.
didn't do anything about it.
They're really dirty.
No, I'm just
I
kidding.
would spill worse
Wasn't
for
it
it.
tied off?
Well, usually if a
'Cause I
troll
didn't have anything to cook it raw.
Stomps on it.
stomps on it and flies up. in
I was
the
just
air.
surprised that it was
No
intact
more.
after it got stomped on. To be
Yeah.
completely real.
It's a really well made boat.
So did it go away?
It
No.
was.
We're gonna go chill and fall asleep in the boats.
Sounds good.
I will recast alarm and yeah, I'll push our tents.
I'm gonna go to my shelter and sleep with Creed.
And just as like a final thing for me at least, I'll just send the falcon through the woods in kind of like a just general like sweep of the area around us to see if the noise has attracted any other creatures.
Before everyone beds down or gets ready to, Levi's gonna walk over to Roland.
Walk over to the boats. The moonlight. It's one of the first clear nights in a while. There's moonlight. It's pretty low. Far off to the kind of like north. It's kind of shining along the water as you just see Roland headless just kind of like laying in the boat.
Yeah.
It's kind of rocking.
I'm just gonna sit on the edge, one of the boats, just kind of looking at him. It's a beautiful night. I think I gotta see these with my own eyes. So take off the bandana.
And as you do that, you just see Levi kind of stand up straighter. I'll miss you.
I'm sure I will.
Don't be a stranger.
I'll pass you across again, friend.
Hope you know your decision. Put your friend in some jeopardy. As I did tell you not to part ways.
You'll be close by.
For your sake, I hope that's true.
The party is sensitive.
Ah, yes. And you just see kind of drift off and like kind of shake a little bit.
That's not what I meant. He wanted to talk to you. But I do too. Should I go with you?
Your other half seems to think so.
Fuck that guy.
I have to say, Levi, as I consume more souls, I feel more alive, but I also feel more eager to continue to consume and consume. I don't know where this will lead. You're really the only one safe. Since I don't want whatever's in you.
Yeah, you don't. Well, it's reassuring for you to say. But I don't know. Things might change for the days of travel we still have left before we get to Highwall. These people aren't bad. I mean, they're better than you. No offense. And they actually have faces. Which is something I missed when I was traveling with you.
You know, I once had a face.
Do you think you were handsome back then?
With that,
No way. I think probably a hooked nose on you. High cheekbones.
Maybe a mustache.
I was thinking more of a goatee.
General
Probably have more of a baby face.
Yeah, like me. There you go. Well, let's hope I don't have nightmares thinking about your face. Good night.
Now, as you all bed down on the shore of the Gleaming River. What?
Are we doing watches?
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
There's actually no need to do watches, as this is one of the few points where we will do a short time skip of a few days.
Oh.
Wow.
As you guys level up.
Let's go.
Sweet!
Level
7? Yes.
As we will pick up. Hold on.
Lock it, lock it,
You
lock it,
guys
lock
can
it,
wait to
lock it.
level up. You don't need to be already
Yeah.
applying the level
Or
up.
fees.
So it's a little too eager.
We should roll for HP at the end.
Yeah, at the end. We will pick up as you guys almost reach the capital city of Highwall. Next
Very
session.
cool.
Awesome. It's like
We're rolling on camera though.
Yeah.
posterity.
Okay.
Yours
It's
is
fun. We'll add it
You
as
want
a.
to call it out?
Yeah. Okay. First, let's start with.
Oh yeah, we'll go over.
We should FaceTime Aaron.
Yes, it's FaceTime.
Yeah, we can do it.
Is he?
Who has connection best?
He
We
might
can
not
just do it at the
be.
beginning of next session.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah,
can do
we
it
do
at
it
the
at the
beginning of
beginning.
next session.
Let's do
do
that.
I was
We
gonna
don't
say-
want to do it that. I don't want to do it.
He might not be.
I just won't roll.
Yeah, beginning
Yeah,
of
he's
next
sick.
Level
Hey,
7 on the.
Aaron, we care about you so much.
We love
Seven
you.
on
We
the
love
thrasher.
We love you.
Hope you feel better soon. Make it the next
Level 7 on the
session.
thrasher.
Yeah.
Please feel better.
You're like.
We need actual Brenda.
I can't say goodbye.
I get spells.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you guys who watched the whole thing. It means a lot to us. Like, subscribe, share it with your mom, share it with your dad, share it with your brother, share it with your sister, share it with your cousin, share it with your girlfriend, share it with your boyfriend, share it with your grandma, share it with your boyfriend, share it with your other boyfriend because I know you got 2. Share it with your grandpa, share it with your uncle, share it with your aunt, share it with your female cousin, your male cousin, your nephew, your niece, and your dog.
Dude,
Oh,
that's a
yeah.
lot of people.
Good night.
Have a great night.